salty snails. Today we have a battle report between two psychic armies. Dirty psychic armies. We don't like psychers. We avoid the witch guys, just avoid it. We have Grey Knights today.
Hello.
And Thousand Suns.
Yes.
We will have a long battle because there's 3 phases to do with your
We're the only armies who play the entirety of 40k.
I hate that. That's
All 7 phases.
That makes the
Including
game
the big
so long.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, let's go to the list.
So, hello everybody, my name is Guy and I'm back on the channel with another Grey Knight list. Today playing versus the Thousand Suns, so I thought maybe I should take something a bit different. Something that doesn't see a lot of play as far as the Grey Knights go. If you've seen any Grey Knight lists, you've probably seen a bunch of Dread Knights and Interceptors, and I am taking those, they're still on the table, but I want to create something that is not being used so much, and so my Brotherhoods are the Prescient Brethren, which are very common, and Warmakers, which I've never seen before in the list. I'll start with the Prescient Brethren. They are much simpler. They're probably my favorite Brotherhood. It's led by a Grandmaster Nemesis Dread Knight. You know him, you love him. He's got every upgrade in the book, the guns, the sword. He's the only Grandmaster Nemesis today, so he's getting both of the defensive upgrades, both the invulnerable 3+ once per game, and the relic to teleport when you shoot at him.
Wait, you can get both?
Yeah, you can put both on him. One is an ability, one is a relic. Usually when you have both Dread Knights, each one gets the other upgrade. But he's just getting spoiled today. He also has the Warlord trait. He basically is a Blood Angel when he charges, with +1 to wound if you charge, he was charged, blah blah blah. His psychic powers are Gate of Infinity and Warp Shaking. Usually I get him a bit more offensive oriented with Vortex of Doom and Bring Amplification, but this has a different place in the list. So he's a bit more in a supportive role right now. He's great. You should definitely want to put him in the list. Only one today, but we'll definitely take more if I get a chance. He's followed by a Tech Marine. This guy is really awesome. His repair is super clutch when you play with Dread Knights. Boosting their hit rolls is always great. He's a great character to put stuff like for Hellion of Locus. The ability to redeploy 3 core units after you know who starts. And he gets the awesome Prescient Brethren Warlord trait Divination for a psychic action that refines the CP. Because I'm only starting with 7 CP, it's not a lot. So I really need the source of getting a bit more. Then we've got 5-man Strike Marines, very basic. If they get into melee with something, it's probably dead. Most of the time they're just farming psychic actions, but they can really put the hurt if they get into something. As I think you've seen with the poor rubrics who wander too close to them. Yeah, so they're there. Then we get to the meat of the list. 20 Interceptors. You gotta take them. They're so good. They're so good. No, 20 here, 10 more in here. They're just so good. I mean, they're probably a bit too good. Maybe it should cost like 1 or even 2 points more per model, but as they stand right now, you'd be very hard pressed to find reason not to take the full 30. So I have 20 here. I really like them in the Prescient Brethren because I can put one of them with 1 CP, gives them both 3 rolls to hit and to wound of 1. And because they're so fast, they usually are not near their Grandmaster, so no rerolls, and if you really need to spike them for 1 turn, you can turn 5-man squad into something truly dangerous for 1 CP, which is great. We're running out with 2 Dread Knights, just the regular Dread Knights. They are also probably a bit too good for their cost, just a bit too good. I've actually done something a bit interesting. He does not have a teleporter, the Grandmaster, but one of the Dread Knights does have him. Because with the Grenades, you really want to have the option to teleport 2 Dread Knights, like one with the stratagem in the movement phase and one with the psychic power. But if I put the teleporter on the Dread Knight, he can teleport away and then not be in range of his friend. So you can spread out the buff, so one can teleport with a stratagem and the other can teleport himself with a spell. Other than that, they're great. I'll jump to the second patrol, even though I have one final model here, which I'll explain in a bit. These are the War Makers here. These are the Brotherhood that doesn't really see a lot of play. Everything about him is a bit situational. Their stratagem to replace a spell that your character knows, it's nice, it's not a must-have.
Yeah.
There's spell to cancel auras for a certain unit in your army, it's nice, it's not a must-have. And the warlord trait, which I really like, that when I make a psychic test of an A+, it's undeniable. This is like one of the more serious ones, because a lot of armies have ways to deny me. Between Sisters, Custodes, Dark Angels, obviously Thousand Suns, you have a lot of people that can deny your important spells and you really want them to go off. Which is why I'm taking Voldus today, Grandmaster Voldus. He does not see a lot of play, because he's a Grandmaster, he's not wearing a Nemesis Dread Knight, so he's overshadowed by his chunkier brothers. But I think he's a very cool model. For 150 points, he's not cheap, but he's decently resilient, Terminator with 6 wounds, Invulnerable Saber 4. He has a hammer without a minus to hit, so he's nice. But the main thing about him is that he can cast 2 spells, he can deny 2 spells, and he can know 3 spells. Which is really important for Grey Knights, because we have only so many characters that know the domino spells for only characters, and usually your characters are doing stuff, and you can't have them doing like supportive actions or tactic actions. So when he knows 3 spells, it makes my life a lot easier. I put him with the Vortex of Doom, the one where I drop a bomb on you and everything around you. Yeah, it's an awesome power. Empiric Amplification, which I think is the single most important spell in the Grey Knights roster, when I choose one of your units and give myself +1 damage to Psy and Nemesis weapons. Now that never goes off versus Thousand Suns, because you can always deny me on a 3+, on like 3 dice, adding all of them up. So his Warlord trait, where if you cast him on A+, it's undeniable, is going to be really useful today. It's also useful because all of his spells are warp charge 7, so as long as I'm casting them not on the bare minimum, they're essentially undeniable. But it goes well with the character. His final spell that he knows is Gate of Infinity. He's not supposed to be using that all that much, but it's a very handy spell to have around. Especially if the Grandmaster dies quickly.
I'm well aware of it.
Yeah. I really like to put all of the Warp Charge 7 spells on him, because for 1 CP you can give him casting on 3d6, picking the 2 highest.
Oh, that's nice.
And then you combine it with him being undeniable, you get to like a real consistency in attacking phase that Grey Knights don't always have. Like, they have very big spells, but relatively little way of bluffing their casting. So taking him really ups your way to do it. He's followed by a basic 5-man Strike Marines. They're essentially identical to this squad. Another Interceptor squad rounding out the full 30, which you have to take. And also a Rhino and 4 Servitors. These are not a must-have like I first thought they would be. Playing games with Grey Knights, I've seen that sometimes having 8 Servitors was a bit too much. They just wandered around not doing all that much. But having one unit I think is very nice. Just doing action, screening, dying on a point for 1 turn. It's nice. And the Rhino, I really love the model. It's cool, it's classic, and you can do an imitation of a Drukhari Raider, where you put interceptors inside and suddenly you have a 15-inch movement radius, and you can charge afterwards. And if you put the Invulnerable Save 4 spell on him, he's actually quite resilient. It's not so easy to kill.
Invulnerable on Rhinos is great.
Yeah, it's great. I like putting Vulnerables on your spawns and turning them from something annoying to something really dangerous, really annoying. Yeah. We have one final character which belongs to the Prasine Brethren, but I wanted to explain him next to Voldus because they operate very close to one another, and that's the Brotherhood Ancient. Now, I think his aura is great, +1 leadership and attack for everyone around you is obviously great, especially for Grey Knights. Yeah. And his relic is something that I really want to see going off. It's a relic banner. Gives him access to a psychic action, Warp Charge 6, that just does D3 mortal wounds to all enemy units within 6 inches of him, just smiting everything around. And you can boost it for 1 CP to be 12 inches. Now, combining him with Voldus, when he drops the Vortex, and he is smiting everything around, you can have like a giant hand grenade, psychic hand grenade, thrown into your army. And if someone is even a bit, like, castled together...
Both of them moving, though?
Well, they're moving the big 5 inches, but they can teleport in. And their spells work from the big strike. He needs to boost himself with a CP, but his spells are at least 12 inches, so you can juggle it up. I see why they're not that common, because it would be much easier to just pack more Dread Knights and more, awesome stuff here. But I think they really have a play and it would be interesting to see how they go. He also knows, I think, Sanctuary for the Invulnerable Saber 4. I'm not expecting him to cast it all that much, being the attacking action, but sometimes you're not in range, so it's easy to have him be able to do so when you need it. That's the list. As I said, 7 sick beats, not a lot. The Tech Marine is supposed to refund me those back, but he has a habit of failing 3 turns in a row. Big tier. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see against the Thousand Suns.
Alright, so moving on to the actually interesting army. We have the Thousand Suns here. The Call of Duplicity comes back. This time led only by Arman and the Infernal Master.
No princes here.
No, the Prince decided to sit this one out. I knew I'm facing Grey Knights and he's just not good at this matchup at all. Even with if I took the Relic Armor, he still can't beat a Dread Knight in a fight.
No, okay.
He can survive for a turn, and that's not a great achievement.
Especially if you give him that dying form, but then you know, it's very like smash.
It's not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
And against the Marines themselves, I don't need him. And the Ori that he usually brings, I've played several games with it. It sounds great. It doesn't work. I don't have the units that actually take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's so interesting because you have Marine armies with multi-volters that can really benefit from it. Yep. And then you look in here and you almost have no multi-volters.
If I had more heavy bottles,
you could put on the halberds, but
yeah, but it's one heavy bottle.
Yeah,
it's actually have this time both.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
what do you know?
Yeah, I figured like, well, I have the Dread Knights and I have. You'll obviously take them, and there is not much that can really hurt them. So I might as well just kill all the Marines and.
Yeah, well, the Goblins work just fine on them.
Yeah, just suboptimal. So 2 halberds this time with
heavy bolters.
twin heavy bolters, fists, and infernal conduits. So they should mow down the Marines.
They're like mainly Talon Masters with much less mobility.
But they're also cheaper. They now take several command points.
Definitely.
So they will put some.
They're almost contemptors, right? In the 1.5, almost contemptors.
Well, I do have Invulnerable, thanks to the Thousand Suns, but that's not compared to Contemptors that will hopefully get nerfed soon. Because the Ori is amazing if you have 3 Contemptors, which is boring as hell.
Yeah.
So 2 squads of regular Bolter Marines, full squads, solar cannons.
Oh, I hate those.
One with Glimmer of Zinch, one with Weaver of Fate, so all the good defensive buffs.
Defensive spells,
Yeah. And this third squad, also a full squad, but this time Flamers, is a prodigy, so he knows the spells.
Period Flux and?
Period Flux and Doombolt.
Doombolt. My nemesis.
Also, to add to the mobility, usually I only have 1 teleport. The Infernal Master has switched his helmet for the crystal. That lets me teleport another unit.
Which I think is probably the good choice.
And it's not a spell, it can't fail, so
definitely.
1 guarantee teleport and another.
And you can do like something like I do with my Dread Knights, that they can really put 2 very strong models suddenly in a flank.
Yeah.
And that's something that you really have to keep in mind, because you cannot ever overextend yourself or you get flamed by, in your case, 10 Wolf Flamers.
No, 9.
Only 9 Wolf Flamers. Okay, sure, yeah. So now it's fine, guys. Now it's fine. The 10th Flamer is the one that really makes it work.
Of course.
And only 10 Scarabs, I believe.
And 10 Scarabs with full bells and whistles, all the missile launchers, solar cannons, Writ of Coalescence, which lets me heal one of them to full every command phase.
Yeah.
Which works great with the Infernal Master, because if he fails, stratagem, take a wound on the unit, and it passes.
Oh, and then you heal them
back. And then I heal them back.
That's the kind of trick you expect to see in Thousand Suns list.
Of course.
Like I said, not 3 Contemptors. That's like every flavor of Marines but mine.
Because those are not 3 Contemptors.
Well, they don't have -1 damage.
No, they just have more wounds, not better evil.
Let's not talk about Dread Knight.
And better mini stats.
They might need a slight adjustment.
They might need a slight adjustment. Yeah.
What else do you have?
Well, and going off in more of a midi twist to cover up the lacking prince, I have 2 units of 5 spawn and another unit of 2 spawn. They can pretty much kill anything they touch.
Yeah,
they're lucky. They're very much hit or miss.
They're surprisingly good.
Yeah, but they cost nothing.
They cost nothing, and they have like what, 4 wounds at
4 wounds each. So they're
for
great.
26 points.
Yeah.
And you can put in Valor Sail 4 among them if you really want them to go.
Well, I need to, because the spell, all the outer psychic issues. But yeah, even if I don't put anything on them,
and they're amazing. And is actually
they're a
super
great
good.
counter to
Marines.
mortal wound farm. Because the point per wound is so low.
It's so low. It's like
Because their
6
defenses come from having multiple wounds, not from having any decent defense.
Yeah, it's like 6 points per wound, something like that.
Yeah.
Which is very cheap. And their rally is actually very respectable. I've lost Red Knights, I've lost Rhinos, I've lost countless Marines.
Yeah,
To the
they
82
mow,
damage.
they mow
They know
Marines.
what they touch.
Against a Dread Knight, they won't do much.
I've seen enough.
Strength 5 is not enough, hitting on 4s. They're not going to do much against the Dread Knight.
Yeah, but they're still
But they can help.
scary. They're scary.
And they will just mow it really.
Yeah, and like you said, they're
If they
really
catch,
fun.
if they catch an interceptor, if they catch a strike squad,
Definitely.
they're just
If I'm not fighting first, I'm not fighting at all. If I'm not fighting first with them, I'm not fighting at all.
most
They're just
of
dead.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Harriman brings as usual Gaze of Hate, Firestorm, and Temporal Surge.
Warp time, right? Like
The
new kid warp time.
They nerfed Warp Time, yeah.
Yeah. But the buffs aren't.
By the Batharian.
Right. For some reason, your army feels smaller than mine. Maybe just because they're all bunched up and mine is spread out.
Well, I'm taking a Phalanx formation, I have shields.
Definitely. You see, they get shields. GW, why can't I have shields? I have Terminators. I have one shield for the entire army. It's on Drago.
Well,
Did he get it from the war?
that's because I am Horse Heresy models, so those are breaches.
Damn it, I was not there. I only appeared afterwards.
You are never afterward. You are,
I'm a newbie.
You are a fake money.
I'm a favorite, definitely.
So
That's why I hate like
all your strong
little
models
lady
at
army.
least are going to be useless.
Definitely useless.
So there's that.
Well, I'll be happy in the knowledge that even if I had gotten 80-1 on them, it would not matter. Because they're always dust.
Yeah,
So in my mind-
it would cancel each other out.
Well, you must be unhappy. Thank you very much.
That's half of what I'm here for.
Right.
And the Infernal Master, in case he's actually casting a spell, will be the +6 range. So the plan here is generally hit you from out of range because I do not want to get into melee.
No.
And if you misplace, I will just teleport something into a punishing
And
position.
kill me
And
horribly.
yeah, and eradicate whatever's there because other than the Dread Knights, which are limited in their movement
Yeah.
because of the lack of teleporters, apparently, everything can't face one of my units.
No, I cannot
In a
stand.
one-on-one fight, in a fair fight, my units will beat any one of your units except the Dread Knights.
Well, if my guys charge from like behind cover on a full 10-man squad, I'll bet my money on my guys. But
Yeah.
if you're just standing and you're
But
shooting
if
at
I
me,
just get to shoot at you,
yeah, that's why I like this matchup. It feels like there's a lot of balance between the armies essentially because I have stuff that you can't really answer, but you have stuff that I can't really answer,
Yeah.
and we have to do it like to make smart plays.
yeah. For example, I don't see much you can do to beat the Scarabs except trying to catch them with multiple Dread Knights in melee.
Well, that's where
One will not work.
Yeah, but that's where Voldus comes into play with his spell, like to put +1 damage on them that is almost
Yeah,
undeniable.
but then I use my stratagem and cancel it out, and I'm back to 1 damage.
For Zagans it's 2 damage, but if I remember it's only for shooting, right? Not in melee.
Yeah, that's
So,
what the catch them in.
Suddenly, if I manage to get a single squad into them, I'm doing 3 damage every time you fail a save. And that's 1 square
Really?
down. 3 damage.
They're
in melee.
released to it now?
Come on. Come on. Force weapons. Every one of these guys that has a melee weapon, and all of them,
Force weapon is usually D3.
yeah, but these are Nemesis force weapons. They are like, what do you know, but flat damage too. Everything around here.
So yeah, you need to catch them in melee, but
Yeah.
then again, if they catch you in melee, they will kill you first.
Oh, definitely. If they interrupt or something, they're perfect at killing power armor bodies. in the
Yeah, so both units are created killing each other in melee. In the shootouts, my units will win.
Yeah, just like we said, everybody has to play smart, which is good because we have about 7 phases to play. The pre-deployment, the post-deployment, the movement,
Yeah.
psychic. The psychic phase.
The second phase, the which
Yeah.
we've been in this matchup twice already,
Yeah,
and
it was 20-0 for each one,
yeah,
I think.
each time one of us just completely watched the other,
Definitely.
and
So let's see how it goes for the third game. It's
Yeah.
a tiebreaker.
it's sort of a tiebreaker.
Alright, let's go.
So this is their deployment after
First
yeah,
deployment phase.
we are playing the mission Surround and Destroy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is how the Grey Knight deployed,
Mm-hmm.
and
For now.
yeah, for now, especially for now, and that's how Thousand Suns deployed.
Yeah.
The
The Grey Knights have some transports, they have some deep strikes. Fun things.
Yeah, so now both of them will do their pre-game movement. Am I correct?
We roll who goes first,
Yeah.
and then roll who does the 3k movement first.
Yeah, so what secondaries did you take, Josh?
I got Stranglehold,
Okay.
I got Grind Him Down,
Grind them down?
yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking you'll probably split his units, and then it's easy picks. Or if you won't split his units, then I can switch my secondary in response to that, and fun. And,
So what's the third one?
and Sorcerer's Prowess, which is a codex mission. I need to kill units in the psychic phase, and it gives me. So specifically, I need to kill psychers in psychic phase.
Yeah.
So I get 3 victory points for the psychic unit, 5 for the psychic character. So it's like old school Border Witch, but only with psychic heals.
Okay, cool. And what did you take?
Yeah,
Second?
so I took Stranglehold as well.
Mhm.
Not having the full units, like not splitting my units is a bit of a pain in here, but Grind can be brutal when his army is much more resilient than mine. I also took Pure Flame Ritual, amazing secondary, farming CP just by doing psychic actions.
True.
Yeah, and I took Banners because there's a lot of objectives here.
Alright, so we will get to the redeployment before we actually begin, and we will see what happened there. Okay, so both armies did their pre-movement phase things, and this is how its end result.
Yeah, it was a pretty minimal one for me, just small shuffles. He moved a bit more aggressive things.
Yeah. The
chasing
scouts
action.
turned to there, and the Infernal Master also went to their side. The Flamers took their place. Things are chopped.
And Grey Knights took the first turn, right?
Yeah.
So we will start with the movement phase of Grey Knights.
We will start with the command phase of Grey Knights, actually.
Wait, is it? Yeah. What do you have?
Well, I have a one whole tech marine who can buff someone, and that's it.
I guess that's
Amazing.
that Terminator over there.
Yeah, the Terminator.
I have
So
one.
it's called a Grey Knight, but yeah.
Okay, so let's go to Grey Knight's movement phase, turn 1.
Yes.
Let's do it.
We'll do it. So, at the end of my movement phase, it was not a very extreme movement phase. Dread Knights moved up, all seeing and having range into this wall of spawns. The Strike Marines here advanced just to get it so that you cannot extract some flamer rubrics in here. Tech Marine advancing with his body. So slight shuffles, just again making sure that I'm screened from any flamer surprises. And no Stranglehold right now, although I have a plan for this. And in here I put up a flag with the servitors, and in here with the interceptors.
Alright.
And that's the end of the movement. Ready to start the psychic phase now. So starting it off, we'll start with the Tech Marine trying to refine the CP. That is a splendid start. Right. These guys who advanced will do a psychic action here. That is an excellent start. I will have to spend the CP by that point.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah, I
started
will
with 7, right? And you are with
12.
12.
Alright. So since the start was so auspicious, yeah, that goes off. On 6, and here, same thing going to happen here. This time they will succeed the cast. You can see it right now. They failed. No, wait. It's a 5 cast. They succeed.
Okay.
But only just. Only
just.
I do not think there's no.
Close.
Close, but no.
Close but no cigar.
No cigar. In here, do I have 18 inches into anything unbelievable? No. So, this guy, he will cast Hammerhand if he might actually end up in combat. He does. Oh, this time is a very good cast. He will try and smite actually because he can see these things and he's within range, so why not? Smite does not go off. He will try to do. I'll pay 1 CP for it because I already used my my reroll here. And now he's casting on a 3d6, picking the 2 highest. He's casting Gate of Infinity. No, he's not casting Gate of Infinity, in fact, and I cannot even reroll it
That's a great start, guy.
Yeah,
Already good. Looking good.
It's like armies, it's happened.
Yeah.
You just gotta have it.
Yeah. The last time that I clutched up or just failed.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because he's the one who might actually get me the most. Because he's also failing everything between each other.
Isn't that great?
It's great. So no stranglehold this turn. Alright.
So we start with the shooting phase now?
Yeah, we'll start with shooting phase. I pretty much know what I'm doing already. He will shoot at the spawns.
So this guy will do the spawns.
Yeah.
Okay.
The leftmost Dread Knight, yeah. So he is hitting on 3+. I did try and make sure it'd be within 6 inches of the Dread Knight in case he fails, but I think I was just out of it anyway. So no rerolls here. No minus.
Obvious mistake.
Yeah. Well, didn't matter at all. So this is a strength 8 and -2, so wounding on 3s. This is very bad. Do you have any kind of natural saves? 5 up probably.
5?
Yeah. So I guess so one spawn dies.
Oh. Full spawn.
Yeah. First he gets spawned and then he gets killed. Yeah. Spawn killed. Yes.
You're so funny today. Just roll it.
Well, I'm just trying to shake off this horrible psychic face. At least the heat was already good.
Pretty well at checking off the whole psychic phase.
Yeah, well, the secret is they're not really a psychic army, they're more like a hybrid army. So 3 saves with -1 while we're talking. Damage 1, so 6s. Ah, it's 2 6.
Wow.
Alright,
Hey,
so
nice. So one extra one. Oh, by the way, I am starting in the Tide of Shadows. So all of my army, except for this guy, they're in light cover if they're 12 inches away. And if someone is fully in terrain, which is not Dread Knight unfortunately, they're also in dense cover.
Okay.
So if he's sitting in a ruin, they have both benefits of cover, which is cool. Okay, now we're going with the Dread Knight. He is hitting on a 2+, but I'm not using any CP to reroll anything. So, Dread Knight. The Grandmaster Dread Knight. Yeah, he's sitting there. I'm starting with the Gatling gun right now, because I don't want to lose efficiency here on the 3 models. So that's 6 saves at -1, you get your 6s.
the odds that it's not wasting efficiency is very low.
Okay, so 3, and then one of them has 1 wound remaining.
Yep.
Okay. Well, and now the Psykan, he misses once, he wounds on 3s, so that's, he's down, another one is down, and then one is on 2 wounds remaining.
Wait, how much do you...
4, so this is 2 damage, so the first one dies, 2 damage for the other one, and then one of them is on 2 wounds. Yeah. We'll go to the final Dread Knight. Now this one was buffed by the Tech Marine, so he is hitting on 2+. I'll start with the Psyker this time. All hit. And because of the way that you removed them, I can still draw line of sight fully to this guy.
Yeah.
So there's no dense terrain here.
No.
Wounding, yeah, I think they're all dead. Because this is like the first one dies, and then he kills 2 more theoretically by himself.
Yeah.
So that's the unit.
Yeah.
I did really hope to succeed on this cast because then this Dread Knight would have been in here, quite protected from everything the army can throw at, and of course throwing me strangleholds and potentially the 15 victory point. But we are playing 40k, nothing happens as you want it. So that is the end of the turn, not a bad one, kill the spawns. You're up.
Okay, so 1000 Suns, movement phase, turn 1.
Yeah.
Yep, let's do it.
Alright, so this is the end of 1000 Suns movement. The Flamers advanced, they rolled 6, it was great. The Halberds got out to get line of sight, the spawn shuffled a bit. The Terminators got teleported using the crystal, so no chance of failure, got thrown to the middle, they're now holding the objective.
And how did Armin get it?
Ayman has a disc, so he's fast. He just moved.
You gotta go fast, boys.
He just moved.
He just moved.
Yeah.
And we have 10 more
So
here.
the Rubiks enter the building, so now they have lines of sight.
And
shoot
where's
things.
the Malefic Master? How?
He's back here hiding.
He's hiding behind his automax. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Let's flame some Dread Knights, I believe. Ah, wait, we need to mentally flame them first.
Mentally flame?
Mm-hmm. With mind box.
Yeah. So
The best phase.
there's no phase like the magic phase.
No phase. Alright. So, do you want to begin with the psychic phase?
Yeah, psychic phase. I have.
Oh, no?
Yeah. There is the ritual, for any of you that remember. I get points by my psychers, 2 from each Rubik squads, thanks to the banners, 3 from Arman, 2 from the Infernal Master, and 1 from the Scarabs. So that's 6, 12, 13 points. My math is right?
I think in Battlescribe it showed it 12. Battlescribe showed it at 12, I believe.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
6 plus 6 is 12.
Yes.
That's mathematics.
We're also teaching math here, not just 40k.
40k is math.
Alright.
Alright, so for the magic phase, I should begin
You should begin with Armin, probably.
Arman,
Because he's so...
because he's awesome.
Yes.
He will try to grant temporal surge to the flame boys.
Friends.
Well, technically I cast first,
I don't
then
know.
I say who's the target,
Okay, so...
but
that looks
that's
like
okay.
that.
That's an 11.
Okay.
I don't think you ever rolled 10 in your psychic phase guide.
I don't think I ever rolled my psychic phase. I just spent my CP doing nothing. Other than gaining them back. So 10 is a lot, but you know, I really want to stop him from
It's actually even 11 because you got plus
Oh,
1.
even 11, so I need to roll 5 and 6. You know what? Right now, if he's moving them, it's only a difference between him shooting with 6 of them and the extra 3 here in the warp flame pistol. So, in the interest of preserving my denies, because I only have like 3 in range, go ahead and temporal surge yourself.
You just allow me to do it?
Well, you have more casts than I have denies, and you have a lot of... That's a 10 right there.
Well, yeah, that is true. I don't have that many casts.
So,
So they'll move 6 extra inches.
Well, they move 4 because they're touching this terrain, but it's enough for them to
Not
get into
touching the terrain actually.
no, they're not.
They're not?
They're not.
Alright. Then they can move 4. As long as they're not touching this terrain.
Yeah. So if they will touch this terrain, it will be 4. So it's
Yes.
kind
I
of
don't think they have to, although you might want them to be there anyway.
I might want them to be there anyway, so
Yeah.
they'll get the terrain bonus
Exactly.
as well. So now 4 will take in here.
It's funny how if one guy from the unit touches it, the entire unit suddenly gets slowed. Because Jimmy just touched the rock and everybody else in the unit is going, oh, now we have to move slower as well. But somehow if you move, heavy weapons do not get -1 to hit if they didn't move.
It's called camaraderie. They are one unit.
Yeah, one
They
and the
play
same.
together.
Right. So who, I think almost all of them can barbecue him? Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds
What else?
Well, Arman has to continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he has Gaze of Hate and Bolt of Doom.
In both. No, he does not have both.
Doom
He
of
has
both.
Gaze of Hate and Zinj Firestorm. He will target Zinj Firestorm on your dude.
Yes, we will try, certainly.
So this dude,
Yeah, it is.
I'll pay 1 command point.
And
Yeah.
it's not parryable.
There is just not a para.
Okay,
Goes off as a super.
well, you have.
I think you cannot even roll 13.
No, if I roll 6-6, no.
It still fails.
Yeah, I still fail. So, yeah, just Doom Bolt. Game of Hate, right?
That's in front of. That's Zinj Firestorm.
Okay,
So on 5s, it's a mortal.
it's all the same to me. That looks like 3 more
That's
movements.
yeah, just
Well, how many of them will it really be? It will be 2.
Wow.
it's something. Actually, it will be M11 in charge. Which will
Yeah,
be
extra D3, extra D3.
And we'll do 2 more.
Looks like one more.
Oh,
to me.
one more. Okay.
The hell human. Gaze of Hate
The audacity.
will go off
It's
Okay,
10.
at that point, I am trying to deny him
because you're running out of
because I'm running out of you're running out of cast. So 7, no, it goes off.
But that's your best roll on your psychic.
Do you have to cause him pain?
You're supposed to be.
I'm supposed to cause him pain.
Hey, I'm a Drukari player. I'm just
It's
having
my job
fun
to
here.
hurt him. And just one. So, apparently not hurting him that much.
Yeah. Would have been very funny if he saved it and it all this would have been for nothing. So that was Iron doing all
That was
right.
Armin. These guys.
Very plus. Obviously.
No, there is no point of doing break for flux against
I
him.
hope catching you off guard. There's absolutely no
But
reason.
he has the remote.
He doesn't have one vote.
That looks like a 10.
Wow,
And
he was
11.
hot.
He will try and deny right now. No.
So 3 morals, he's one's closer.
That seems like one more.
Wow.
I'm saving my 5s and 6s for when it really matters, when they have to get hurt.
See? Grey Knights are
Yeah,
powered.
there is a strategy here, it's called pray. Pray.
He will cast Imperial Guidance on the Rubik's over there.
What can they see?
The chaplain guy?
The Rubik's.
The rubrics will cast.
No, he casts on the Rubik's.
Okay.
And that will give them bonus range to their guns.
Right.
So, that's
7,
8.
8. Who's the caster here?
Him.
Him. And I'm within 24 of him right now.
Very much not.
No, it's not. And he, I think, already tried to deny it. He tried to deny, I think, Gaze of Hate. And if I remember, no, he tried to deny the Firestorm. Yeah. So no denies here, you just get the range.
Alright. They will cast on the Scarabs.
Who are they?
The Rubik's over here.
Yeah, and they're casting Glamour, right?
Hmm?
Or is this Glamour or
This is
Weaver.
the Glimmer
Glamour?
squad.
Alright.
That's an 11.
11. Wow, you're rolling hot
I'm
today.
on the range of the knights.
Why is it the one time that I'm not fighting all the time?
Bro, you're rolling hot today.
Alright, they will cast Weaver on the Scarabs.
Okay.
That's a 9.
Alright. And do I have 24 from here?
Probably.
Alright, so we'll try the knight. Why not? That's
8,
we are
but he
trying,
rolled a
yeah, but he rolled it because he has a +1.
He's a better psyker.
I had
He's just better.
He's a better psyker. There's no
Alright.
denying that.
They will, the Scarab Coils will cast Passage.
Alright.
That is an 8, wait. I'll
It's
use-
actually 9.
No, that's a 9.
Well,
yeah.
it's 9.
I'll use Kabbalistic Focus.
To give them.
Cannot be denied.
And just
Wow.
do it. And I think that's the end of the cast, really.
And I can spend one command point
Alright.
to let them smite, because why not?
Who are them? The Rubiks?
Yeah, the one that, no, the Scarabs, because
Scarabs.
I have to keep going with the same
Yeah,
cast.
definitely. And I think they're the last cast you have anyway.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I can't switch back to Armin and have him cast now. I
Alright.
have to keep going on the same unit.
So they're smiting
And
him.
they'll smite. Do I even bother with it? No, how much health does he have left?
9.
9. He's dead anyway.
Alright, so
That's a bold statement there.
bold statement from Pablo.
Fully buffed Scabs and the Flameless because this guy is going to teleport away like a coward.
He knows, he knows.
We have been in this game.
He will make like an elephant and fuck off. I don't think
Is that what elephants make?
Yes, they make fox. I don't
So,
think the soul reapers.
so you're gonna spend it or not?
No, I don't see anything.
Okay, so do we start with the shooting piece?
Very good sacrifice.
No, could have been better if it was a different list, but it's not the list that takes advantage of all these high casts.
You see the things that he's complaining about. I failed a single 7-inch, a single southern cap on 3-6.
I feel the pain of the opportunity that was missed.
Yes. Alright.
Yeah, let's move to the shooting.
Okay, let's go, let's do it.
Alright,
Let's do it now.
Let's start with the
Elbrus.
side shots. This Hellbrute will shoot you.
Should you, meaning him. Okay. So you get -1 to hit through the forest, and I am saving a +1. So let's see if it does something.
He in action range. He was shoot the canvas action.
With Grandmaster.
Yeah.
With what? With everything?
Yeah, in range. So
Alright.
The heavy bolter.
Yeah, no point in activating anything because the save is the same.
Why?
2 plus.
Why 2 plus?
Because you're rating -1, I'm in light card.
Oh, you. It's.
Tide of Shadows.
Applies to them?
Yes.
That's nasty.
They're psykers.
That's nasty.
You see, he's a psyker.
Alright, so getting on 3s.
5 hits, nice. Yeah, only on 5 though.
5s. That's 1 save.
Single one, this
I'm
fine.
not expecting much. And the heavy bolter and the inferno.
Yeah. He actually chipped off a wound. No, actually, his AP is 2, -2. So yeah, I'm sitting on 3s. So the Inferno actually did manage to chip off a wound. Very good.
Yeah, and the other headboard will try to do the same, I guess. Is he in range? But he will shoot his heavy bolter on the Grandmaster and the Inferno on the other guy because he's not in range.
Alright.
Okay. Heavy bolter.
3 hits.
Many 2s. 2s is not good. 1 save.
Alright. And I mean.
And the Inferno.
No.
2 2s.
Let's call it Tracer fight.
Alright.
So we finished with the pre-game.
With the.
Now we'll start the actual game.
Yeah. Alright. The Flamer Squad.
Yes. The big Flamer squad.
Will target your MC Dynamite. Well, Grandmaster Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to declare stratagems before or after you declare your teleport?
I mean, it doesn't really matter because you can put as many targets as you want on him, but as soon as he teleports, you can retarget.
No, but if, yeah, I don't want to use stratagem if you're going to if you teleport, so do I need to do
you
it?
choose a target first, then you can apply your stratagems that happen when you target a unit, I think. But when I teleport, you can choose a different target.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure about the interaction. Why? You only give them something that does more than wounds?
no, I would have given the new veterans, but if you're going to teleport, it's wasted.
Then maybe start with them and see if he dies.
Yeah, but they can also shoot him. It changes the targeting
As
order.
far as I know, you can retarget. You can choose a different target, but
Yeah, I know I can choose
they're
the
not. I don't think they're chosen yet.
Oh.
Well,
But do I know before you do I know if you're teleporting or not before I spend these command points? That's the question.
I think not.
Seems
I'm not
legit.
sure.
Seems legit. Alright, I'll start with the bad guys.
Alright. So it was flaming right now. It's like on the
Because they are now, thanks to the Bear Guidance, they are in range to your Grandmaster.
Well, they're allowed to do it. He's executing the bolters and the Soul Reaper, right?
Yeah. So Soul
I think.
you're going to know.
I think. Oh, I'm definitely going to know. How many of them are in range for him? Only about just the one. If I'm going here, the range here is about 30. It's going to be here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even like slightly back. Are there Soul Reapers in front? Because I don't really hear 2 bolter shots.
The Soul Reaper is in front.
Yeah. So 30. The 30 I'll measure is from the Soul Reapers, right?
The Soul Reaper is over here.
All right. So yeah, I think teleport. Why not?
Alright. Where to?
Where to? Something tells me it will be 9 inches here. Yes. We will just remember he has lines. Yeah, and the forest is now gone. I am very sorry to all of you botanic fans, but there's no forest in the 40k millennium.
See, and they say I'm the evil one.
Now you mutate them into something very weird. I don't like it. Okay, so he's here and very much outside of flame range. You can shoot the Dead Red Knight. That's how I call him. You can shoot the Dead Red Knight.
I can shoot the Dead Red Knight. Let's see if I can actually get a few shots into these guys. I can.
With whom?
With these rubrics that are currently shooting. They have vision.
They have the vision to see them?
Yeah.
So yeah, just do it.
Let's make sure that all
Do it, man. I'm not scared.
all of them are-
I'm shaking because I'm so full of confidence.
Alright, so the Soul Reaper.
The Reaper of Souls.
That's
Well, he's not ripping.
That one was
all the
crooked?
souls. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, 2 hits.
He might rip 1 soul.
1 -3.
Yeah, so 5 up. Yeah, fine.
Alright.
5 up because of the car.
And you have 8 bolter shots.
Yes, 8 entire bolters. They did not move, right?
They did move.
They did move.
That's
So
why
they
it's
lost
only
it.
8 shots.
8 shots. Ah, yeah, full squad.
Yeah, so 4 saves, nice.
1 takes 1 wound. Thank God for
That was...
Thank God for Tide of Yeah.
Yeah,
Tide of cover.
Alright.
Tide of cowards.
Well, tide of cover really, but tide of shadows if you want to be specific about it.
I would call it tide of
Tide of
cowards.
Of cowards?
Cowards, yes.
It is a bit cowardly. You hide in the shadows like a night lord
Alright.
or a Drukhari.
Did someone say Drukhari?
Not
Go
all
back
of
to
them
the
can
shadows.
reach the dead red knight.
No, and an entire one can reach him.
So the one that reaches him,
Will shoot him and then
he shoots him, the rest of them shoots him.
great. So do I remove him or do you want to do it formally?
If you want to just remove him, go ahead, but
No,
I'm not sure that's an element enough.
Actually, he has more wounds than just 9. He has 12. So he only took one cheap shot. Oh,
So
that's
anyway, the shooting
Anyway.
this guy,
Alright.
it's
And you get
okay.
a full one hit.
One whole hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That doesn't even wound.
but he's very proud about himself.
He is demoralized for the fact that the target of choice is gone.
I will be too.
The rest of them,
Will flame the Dreadlight.
with the Dread Knight,
Ooh, that's a bunch of shots.
that's a lot.
It's gonna be some crisp Dreadlight.
Yeah, well, he's pressing my Dread Knight. I actually have a little bit something I want to check in this stuff. Lovely codex.
I want you to steal a few of your dice, actually.
You.
Alright.
Is he playing?
Not really, because the...
Oh wow, I'm seeing a lot of my rolls. Like
yeah.
below 4.
No, it's like...
6. That's 6, right?
Yeah, it's 6 saves, that's it.
6. Nice.
So that was a horrible, horrible roll.
Well, he took 2 wounds.
Wow. That's
Yeah, that's yeah.
I'm pretty surprised.
I mean, he's dead, but well, it's not super relevant because they cannot target anything else.
Yeah,
But like now they have to dedicate everything to kill him if he wants to get him dead instead of like shooting here or here. So it's fine.
Dedicate everything. I mean, I could shoot a bit over there.
You could shoot a bit over here.
Are these dudes even on the objective? On the servitors?
2 of them are.
Alright, so technically they are.
Yes, that's the thing. They are.
Alright. So they will obviously use the new veterans.
Yes, new veterans. Better than the old veterans.
Actually, worse than the old veterans.
Worse than the old veterans, of course.
The missile launchers will shoot at Blood Knight.
Mm-hmm.
The Stormers might will shoot at Blood Knights.
They should.
Do I dedicate any portals? No, I don't really. I'm not really bothered by them. They're not dangerous. They're just
No, and
But
remember
they
that.
do score objectives.
yeah, but I can't kill both units, so there's no point in dedicating firepower to kill one now.
Yeah, and also we'll remind you that this guy can teleport.
And yeah, he can be an actual threat.
Yeah, and if he teleports, he can do it before the repair for this guy, so he might actually get back some wounds.
Let's see how much can reach the other guy.
If you're 24, only the front 3.
So 3 shoot at him, the rest of them shoot at him.
Great. I'm running my lucky die.
Alright, so missiles.
Miss
Rolling
out.
on 2s, we're rolling 1s thanks to Arma.
Oh yes, he's there as well.
Good
He's there.
Okay. For all hits, very good.
Rolling on twos.
Rolling on 2s, right? So as for wounds, you would get cover, but we're too close, so just 4 ups, of which I make 2, fail 2.
D3 damage each.
Yeah, ooh,
Five
that's
damage
5.
total.
So he's only down, he's down to 2. So yeah, he's dead, he's dead.
Problem.
Well, I am glad that he wasted a lot of the root of the scarab shooting.
Yeah, but that's what they're in the list for. So.
Definitely. Like they didn't do anything bad by shooting at him. Everything hits. Winning on 4s now.
Running on 2s. That's the summer though. Strength 7.
Strength 7. Ah, right. Strength 7.
Wow.
Because of the buff. Yeah.
Because of the buff.
Oh yeah, that's super dead. Ooh.
Good thing too that you wound on twos.
Yeah, because
There's lots of twos.
Wow, I've been very happy to see this. I think
7 saves at -3. 8 saves at -3.
Yeah, I think that 4 will do. He's dead.
Yep.
Alright.
Reeks.
Doesn't explode, doesn't matter if he explodes.
No, they don't explode for some reason. They're giant vehicles. They don't explode. I don't know if I like it.
That's. He's a vehicle and it doesn't explode.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense because there's a dude inside. So like the
It's
giant
very-
reactor on his back doesn't like. No, I'm peaceful now.
It's baby carrier, of course it doesn't explode.
Okay,
It cannot
and-
explode if you're baby carrier.
3 shots into him.
It's more like 12
So
shots.
now
into him.
it's two.
3 scarabs into him. Yeah,
3 scarabs, not 3 shots.
definitely.
Thing for Iron Man.
Good
Oh.
thing for Armin. Good thing for veterans. Okay. Well, 10 hits are still respectable.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, toughness 6, right?
That's a 6. So you're leaning on 4.
Yeah, no point.
Okay. That's
That's
actually that's a pretty good roll.
Yeah,
Solid roll.
oh, 7. Not bad.
7.
Not bad.
And you say it's pretty darn good.
I'd say that you are above 12 inches.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
a bit.
Okay, so we'll just leave it at that because you do nothing to him.
Wait,
I think your luck got back to you.
it's -2 though, right? It's-
Yeah, he's the one. He's now naturally 1 with no cover. I don't think you need.
Oh,
And I didn't roll below 2.
that's not
Below 3.
Do you have a way to switch dice in here?
Yeah, he has warp shaping, and if you really go, he has warp shaping as well.
Alright.
It is deniable if you really want.
Well, this squad might as well shoot at the Grandmaster.
Okay, now they're hitting on 4s because he's really in a car inside of his 4 speed.
So Reaper, not great.
No, 3 is a bit as well. He's inside of
Alright.
forest.
Does he even gain benefits of the forest? You mean that he's
Yeah,
not-
because it's not a benefit of cover. It's just a static. Either you see through it or not. Alright, so I will roll the saving throw for the Soul Reaper Cannon with the Grandmaster. He takes a wound, definitely. So he's down to 11.
And Voltails might do something.
Whoa, with 2 hits, not really.
I've seen better.
Yeah. Ah, but 2 wounds. And I felt that I want
They
more.
actually did something.
They did 1 wound. Yeah.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
What else? Do you have anything else left, Josh?
That was my shooting. I do not think charging will go in my favor this time.
Well,
You know what? I might as well try to charge the
Yeah,
numbers.
you did an
Cost
11.
me nothing.
You did an
I need
11.
10. I need 10. Because if I get here, which is touching, and within inch width, which is almost touching, and within inch
Let's
width,
roll it and see how much you win.
Let's roll.
it's possible.
It's not with a 1 and a 2.
Yes,
This
you
is
win.
broken. I could reroll it, but honestly, the odds are low. It's not worth it.
Alright.
I agree with that.
So we will.
For the purpose of this turn, you killed 1 Red Knight,
Just one. Yeah.
and I
There
killed
was no-
your spawn,
So there is
so
no.
no grind in that.
I do have.
Strangled.
Strangled.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Nice. So we'll just tally up the score and come back for Green Knight's turn 2.
Yeah, turn 2, movement phase for Grey Knights, coming right up.
Alright, so we're back with the Grey Knights end of the movement phase. A lot has happened. Pretty good turn so far with the way things are placed. So I get the command point here, which is very good. Dread Knight moving, the Grandmaster moving away from the cover, not bothering getting repaired by the Tech Marine. He has more important things to do.
And you counted the -2 movement?
Yeah, he moved 7 inches away. Here, 5 ward bearers, ward bearers. They're not ward bearers. Just because they're ugly does not mean they're ward bearers. They're a special kind of ugly.
Oh, you're ashamed of your painting, I see.
Yes. The war makers dropped here. 5 of them are still in the warp, chilling. The 10 interceptors that were here have moved behind the Rhino, the brave Rhino who rolled 6 for his defense, and is now completely or almost completely blocking the vicious overwatch that could happen from this unit of rubrics. In here, the 10 interceptors that were inside the transport moved out, and they're here right now, again blocking themselves from this overwatch. One of them can see the end of them, it's not the end of the world. We've dropped our bannerman. He's in here. He is in position to do his super smite both into them and into them. And obviously,
It's 9. Did you say it's 9?
it's 6, but he can go up to 12 with the spell. And Voldus is dropped right here. Back here we've done some shuffling, just getting them as much as I can out of line of sight. And of course the Dread Knight that died still remained dead. And this Dread Knight, the harmless ones, he's moving up here trying to get a beat on these rubrics. So that was the end of the movement phase. Now we'll get to a rather crucial tactic phase. Starting with the Tech Marine, the hero Tech Marine who could, he could not. Like I said, he's very good unless he fell with 3 turns in a row. I predicted it, so it's true. We'll move to them trying to do Psychic Ritual. It's a success. You might try and deny them. I don't think the Sorcerer is in, he's in range if you want to try.
Well, let's take your victory points. I will not take your victory points.
No, so I didn't manage to do 1, and they will do the same here. On a 6, that's a cast. I think you might be in deny range. 24 you are if you want to try and deny.
No harm in denying your points.
No. Okay, so that will not go off. Okay. We now have him. He will cast Hammer Hand, giving himself a roll to wound in melee. That's an 8. You can try and deny, of course.
Deny it as well. From them.
Alright. No.
10.
No, because he's not getting a +1 to deny, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh, we will tied when he has to pass me.
Alright.
They are not supposed to see anything, although they might just be visible anyway. I'm not sure if it
You literally measured it to make sure you're not.
Yeah, that's true. But 18 inches away, they are still very much visible to the scarabs. We take a smite. So we'll try that. That's a 10. You can try and deny it.
Do not bother.
Alright. Wait, okay.
Do not bother.
Alright. That's a 2, so 2 mortal wounds. Nice. We have the Dread Knight here. He will try and switch the tide to the tide of convergence.
The Dread Knight?
No, the Grandmaster Dread Knight here, he will try, you know what, before that, let's try and smite this Dreadnought with the squad who just dropped in. That's a 6, actually I want to see, they're literally out of sight of range here, so yeah, definitely the Dreadnought. You could try and deny with... No, you can
in range it hasn't denied yet.
Okay, 3 mortal wounds, that's very nice.
That is not nice.
Now I'll try and change to the tide of convergence, where my mortals do, in melee do mortal wounds and 6s to wound.
And +6 to range.
Well, it's for their guns, I don't think they'll need the range. But yeah. That is supposed to be an 8. It turned out to be a 7. And that's a deny with Ariman, because they tried to deny already.
Yeah.
And he's not, no, because it's actually quite important that we measure it. Okay, so it's definitely Ariman.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a deny.
I will reroll that.
You're allowed to do it.
Well, in one of these 2 rolls. So.
No.
So the tide has changed.
No, the tide has changed. We are now surfing the tide of mortal wounds.
I do not very much approve.
You should not. So we'll start with Voldus. I'm already using the CP here to cast on 3d6, picking the 2 highest, or rather whatever I want in case he rolls level 6s. So I'm starting to do empirical amplification, obviously going to the scarabs, and it's cast on 7. You know what? This is where I actually will spend my CP because I really need to go off. That's a 9, so that's undeniable right now. It's just +1 damage for Nemesis and Psy weapons on them.
That sucks.
It is. Not for me. I will use Vortex on them. On 7, that is not undeniable. You may try and deny it.
Vortex does?
These 2d3 mortal wounds to them and 1 to Ariman. 2d3 to them and 1 to Ariman. They are not, I believe, within 3 here. No. So just 2d3 on them and 1 on Ariman.
That's... Now I'll use the super deny discard him.
That is the time to use it.
So, the 2d3 comes from him, and the 3d3 comes from them.
They're in range of, yeah, definitely. Okay,
So-
and we also moved it a bit.
2d3.
Yes. 2d3 from whom? Sorry? Him. The internal master.
Yep.
No, the
That's
9.
enough.
And then 3d6 from
The rooks.
the rook. Who do you mention? Right? Okay, so no vortex.
Very, very much.
Yeah. We'll go to him. He will use his. You know what? He might actually cast Sanctuary here because I'm debating between doing two smites basically on this unit and this unit, which would be nice, or giving them the entire squad an invulnerable save of 4 in case someone survives here, which I think is the better option. So I'll try and Sanctuary these guys instead. On a 7 that goes off, you have your armament 9. No.
Yeah, but he has 3.
Yeah, but then we did that. You can only try one.
So, it's a roll.
Let's see.
That was
No.
failed.
So we have this here. I actually should have used maybe a CP to cast again with him, but it's not super relevant for me right now. And this is actually the end of my tracking phase. Yeah, so Armin can chill with his denies. We'll go to the shooting phase, where I feel much better about everything's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so starting the shooting phase, we have we have 7 in here that can see these Ruby Squad. I don't think this guy can see them. He can, no, and so we have only 2 guys that cannot see these rubrics. So we'll start with 8 of them. They're not in rapid fire, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they are not within their Grandmaster ears all the way over there. So hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, usual. You got 4 wounds. Yeah, it's okay.
So all is dust.
Only dust.
Only
7
dust.
twos.
You are. I see a cheeky one. Yeah, I see a cheeky one.
Scratched.
Scratched. Scratch for the glory of the Emperor. In here, I think I can see with those 5s and this guy, I can see the rubrics. So I'll try.
This guy can see the rubrics?
The scarabs. Sorry, the scarabs. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. You can check.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. If you go to the end of the base, I think it's actually quite clear that you can. Again, no rerolls, just shooting. This is much better. We might actually scratch that final wound. With a lot of saves, really. 7 saves. No AP, obviously. But
7 salty saves.
7 salty saves. They will be very salty if I kill a Terminator. Here.
Oh, and I see
So 1 dies and the other is on 2 wounds remaining.
That's a good scratch.
It's a good scratch. Good scratching here. These guys who are not inside of this cover, so they will get the -1. I think all 5 of them will just shoot at the...
Alright, trying to get some sneaky shots.
Yeah, because it's actually better to shoot at him, I think, than to shooting at the rubrics. For me, at least.
They barely can see his hand.
Oh, that's the only thing that you can see. 40k being 40k. Unfortunately, I am not inside the terrain, so only 4 hit. It will be 1 wound, no AP. No, it's fine. I don't think I have a lot more to shoot. These guys should not be able to see, although I think that these 2 ended up seeing them anyway, so I'll just fire. 4 shots, Storm Bolters, no rerolls, nothing special about it. Only 2 hits. And 2 wounds, double 6s. Now, if you roll a double 1, I'll be very happy. He did not roll.
It would be a shame if you would.
In fact, roll a double 1. So your stratagem to decrease damage on them right now costs 3 CP, right?
Correct.
Correct. So I will shoot with the +1 to hit Dread Knight on these guys.
What shoots? Oh,
Yeah, all these guns. He's currently rolling hit rolls of 1, which I like it. I will spend 1 CP to give him strength 6 and AP -2 on his Gatling gun, and strength 9, AP -3 on his heavy gun.
The Gatling guns are still damage 1.
They're damage 2,
Alright, so
now 3. So you're using the... Okay, so you're down to 5 CP.
Yeah.
I'll start with the heavy gun, because you have a lot of 2 wound there. He's hitting on a 2+ with the Tech Marine right now, so all hit. I'm seeing 2 wounds, 2 entire wounds. That's, oh wait, sorry, your wounds are not 2+, because they're not, I'm used to seeing the death wings. So 5 wounds.
Why 2+?
Because he's strength 9.
Oh, that's nothing.
3 up, it's minus 3 AP.
Alright,
So the guy...
in roll 5. Do you remember how -1 to hit?
I did not in fact remember it.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah. Okay. Luckily I have rerolls. Okay, ended up being about the same. Okay, exactly the same. Now, you do have cover here, and there's -3. You're save 1, so it's 4 up. You have 3 guys in cover, one of them has to take a
I
save
have
anyway.
4 up in one anyway.
Alright.
Did they make any kills that they shouldn't have?
Hmm?
It's a good question. Did they make any kills that they shouldn't have? So they did a lot of damage. Alright, so 4 fails.
He dies.
Yep.
Another one dies, and then 1 is on 1 will remain.
It is a painful turn.
Also dropping a building on them.
Dropping buildings on them for fun.
You know, it is true that we should have checked for these guys. I think they did a wound there. They definitely did 2 wounds. I'm happy with having him beyond 2 wounds, like, instead of one of the wounds that we did.
Fair enough.
Okay, so he's got 2 right now. Because we really didn't check it. But I'll never get lucky if I roll it again. So 12 shots going from the same guy. He has got the reroll 1s. This did not really help here. Considering the -1 and +1, wounding on 3s, that is an entire 2 wounds. It is AP -2, you drop it to 1 because it's 1 damage, so, and you also in cover, so you're saving on a 2+. Alright. Yeah, so that's what happened. We'll now go to him. He will shoot his... this guy took 3 wounds already, right?
Yeah.
3 mortal wounds. So I'll put everything into this pawn,
Alright.
and I will use a CP to give him a reroll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1, because he is from the Presign Brothers. So to
That's
hit...
not very nice.
No. To hit, good thing I did it. Everything hit. To wound, this is the one that wounded on 3+, so that's 3 spawns dead.
Wow. Splat, splat.
Splat, 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 indeed. Now for the Gatling, it would be
Auto wound.
all hits. No, not all. It's 4+. It's 4+, rerolling 1. Rerolling 1s, everybody. Rerolling 1s. So important.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's only damage 1 and AP -1, so you have 8 saves at -1.
Not gonna lie, it looks grim in the dark.
Yeah. I might have one of them survive, which you know, it's enough to call them objective.
Yeah, definitely. I was scared of them just mulching him with their surprising melee.
No,
I
don't
think
survive.
no, they're both. That is. Wow, I did not expect
That is grim in the dark.
My thinking was okay, they can fuck up the Dread Knight if they roll high enough. I don't expect to kill everyone there.
Yeah, our Dread Knights really overperformed this shooting phase.
Yeah, he definitely did. He's fine actually. He's fine. I don't think I have much more to shoot with. I have his actual his gun, which he will shoot there. It was actually damage 2, which is nice. So 4 shots, he hits 3 times, he wounds 2 times, it's AP -2, it's AP -1, sorry, so you still have a 3+ save, but heavy failed 1 and kill. Okay, so lucky for you, it was only 1 wound. And I think that this is finally it. I don't remember if he has a Stonebolter, and quite frankly, I don't really care if he has a Stonebolter right now. So we'll go to the charge phase, very important phase. We'll start with the things that are really important to me, which is all of them, in fact. We'll start with these guys charging
The flamer
the flamer rubrics. Yeah, it's a good roll. 8 should do it, because if I charge through here, I'm not in the dense terrain. Because right now, if I charge through the dense terrain, through the difficult terrain, it will be a 6-inch charge, which will fail. But with 8 inches, if I go like this, they're fine, as long as they don't touch the terrain. They could touch it when they piling and consolidate, because it does not reduce your movement. And for some reason, which I'm not going to complain because interceptors are amazing all around, but for some reason they are not actually allowing, I'll do it like 8 inches, I'll do it like this, I think, so that the Dread Knight could touch them, because right now I'm not sure if he can.
Avoiding the mistakes.
Yeah, they need to actually make it a bit closer. Alright. So now the Dread Knight will charge. Well, I'm not even going to, alright, I'll do it anyway. He's a bit. He's a bit shy, but...
Removing.
Removing, okay, he's dead. And the very, very important charge here for them into the scarabs. Do you want to overwatch with your entire Stonebolter?
No.
No.
And he rolled 11.
Well, I only needed a 5, and I saved the reroll, so I kind of consider it like a...
Yeah, at least waste your CP or something, you know.
I could have wasted the CP here. I could have. Instead, I chose not to.
So that's 11-inch charge.
Yep. Okay, so that was that. We will now have Voldus himself try and charge them. He should be on a 9-inch charge. That does not work. I will not spend the CP right now here. That would be too much, even for me. So we'll leave it at that. And now we'll go to the fight phase. And something very interesting is going to happen here. For the first time ever, I will use a stratagem, Finest Hour. Now boosting his aura range by 3. So he's now 9-inch aura, and I just have to check if it's units or models that get the plus attacks. It is...
Probably it's.
Oh god, that's...
Yeah,
That's 40 attacks with Power Sword with damage 3.
Yeah, it really is just units. So right now he is here, not really protected or anything, but his aura, instead of 6 inches, which is not helpful to me, will be 9 inches. So I could fight with all of them essentially and still remain in the aura.
Great.
Well, the backline is.
You know, I've never seen anyone take not Voldus and not the banner, and already they've been doing very good for me, just by sitting on the power and
I
existing.
think your backline is too far to actually make an attack.
Yeah, but they don't even activate yet.
Hmm?
They'll still get to do the pilings and everything.
Yeah, but once you do the piling, you're out of the aura range.
9 inches is quite far. I can reach this row.
If you can reach that row.
Yeah, well, this is why I'm spending CP. So I'll start with activating them, if we're here anyway. And because it's super important, I will use the CP to give them reroll hit runes and moon rolls of 1. Because scarabs can come back to life, and that's bad when it happens. So I think they're much better.
One of them is.
Alright. Yeah, well, only one of them needs to be. Shouting is inspirations to the rest of the boys. I think everyone can fight here, and I think that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The sergeant has a sword, everyone else has a halberd, ignore the weapons on the guys. So we'll have 4 attacks per guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I really do need more dice. I need 8 dice. 8. Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, I don't like them. 9.
Yeah, I tried to roll them and they started.
They're there to mark deployment zones, essentially. And all of this, I hope,
-1 to hit.
will wipe out.
Do remember -1 to hit.
Definitely.
Yes.
But I'm rolling hit rolls and moon rolls of 1. I'm seeing a lot
Not
of...
threes.
No, and I'm seeing a lot of 3s here.
I'm seeing several threes.
I think the -1 to hit is very good here. Let's see, it saved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crooked. Which now can be rerolled. Nice.
There's
8,
one more.
9. So 9 is a very good number. If you want to
It's
like...
actually quarter of the whole attack.
9 is my number.
That is a lot. Okay, but these are at 3 plus to wound, doing models and 6s,
3
everything.
plus 2.
Yes, strength 6.
Alright.
Ooh, already see lots of
Oh look!
Oh boy!
Oh boy!
Oh no!
That's.
Okay, so I think I can give you like a small consolation that you can only take 6 mortal wounds from this ability.
Oh.
Now, never in my experience have I ever played where I did more than 6. So these 2 are just wounds, but this is already 8 mortal wounds. They are at the end of the fight phase, so don't kill them right now. The mortals are at the end of the fight phase.
Oh.
I don't think it's going to matter because these are, well,
They have +4 save, so. You know.
yeah, they do have a +4 save, but still,
But that's a lot.
that's 8, 10, 14 saves.
What the hell was that roll?
Well, you know, they're angry. They remember all of the games where you murder my interceptors.
Well, no, I did not murder a single interceptor this game.
This game.
Okay, so 14 saves.
I'm seeing 1.
1, 2, 3,
Each
4,
one of-
5,
Each
6.
one is just this.
Yeah,
Saves.
so I just wanna like dedicate this moment because right now this would have been 1, 2, 3, if not for Voldus and his warlord trait, which is never taken. But right now, I mean, it is a very good matchup for this specific ability, but right now these 3 just became 6. And that's before the sergeant attacked or before
There's no point even trying to command reroll save one of them because it's going to die in the end of the phase.
Yeah, at the end of, even if you succeed and you have these 5 survive, you still have the 2 more wounds.
So
And you still have the sergeant who needs to attack,
oh,
who just for the sake of it, will be doing another 3 wounds. These are at -3.
still come on.
It is. So you're still losing another 2. So I think they would have killed the full unit here. Almost have killed the full unit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
they
what
did.
the hell was this
Because they
roll?
killed 6, and the sergeant killed 2 more, and then 2 more mortal wounds. So that was a very good roll, but they
What?
literally killed.
That was pure brutality, Mr.
That was
Guy.
an insane roll. I mean,
It was. So we'll go with the Dread Knight here, I think, if he is still within 6 inches.
I can technically counter assault here.
You definitely could, which is why I activated there, obviously. I mean, you get rubric hits into here, which are not much, and I don't think even he could fight with 3 inches of activations.
No.
So you want to do strength for low AP damage on attacks?
There is no point.
No.
I think the sorcerer can, because if they
No, he has to be
go around,
He has
he
to
will
be half of half. I mean, he might actually make it, but is the sorcerer really that
He will not
powerful?
do enough to make a difference in this fight.
No, it's like -1 AP. He'll kill
Yeah.
1, maybe 2. We'll go into the Dread Knight. I almost think maybe 6 inches here. Yeah, he's supposed to be getting rerolls. Yeah. So I'll use obviously the sweep profile. That would be, because it's not bracketed, 10 attacks, 6 here, and 4 more here. So that's 10 attacks. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. There are no 1s here. Wounding on 3s and rerolling for a hammerhand, or maybe you denied hammerhand, I think. Yeah, okay. So no rerolling. Nice for you. That is still 4 wounds at -2 and damage 2.
So, 5 ups?
Yeah. So you killed 3 of them.
For the die.
Yeah, you can remove the ones that you want.
This way.
He will remain where he is, and now I'll activate with these guys. I assume you're not interrupting or anything.
If I didn't do it earlier,
Yeah,
I did it now.
you really would not do it right now. When they move in their pile and consolidate, he's just here. The difficult ground does not apply.
Lucky for you.
Yeah, I think I can only get.
so not all of them will attack.
No, I think I can only get 4 of them to attack.
Okay.
So
Slightly defensive then.
Yeah, slightly faster guy. So I'll start with the sergeant here. He'll have 4 attacks, hitting on whatever, wounding on 3s, so that's 1 mortal wound and 3 wounds at -3. You don't really care about the -3.
I kind of do care about -3.
Well, you have the value save of 5 anyway, so AP2 or AP3 doesn't really matter. So 2 of them die. Yeah. And now we still have 1, 2, 3 more.
And 1 more wound over there.
The mortal wound is at the end of the phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 more attacks. That is 6 hits. That is no mortal wounds. 4 wounds. So the mortal is not super relevant. This is on my AB -2. So again, saving on 5s. And 2 more die.
Not bad.
So we have a rubric with the banner of flame and 1 mortal wound that's being done.
That's something.
Yeah, and they will obviously consolidate here.
So you get to attack him back.
Yeah. Well, I'll start with sorcerer as well.
Okay. Well,
Fits.
oh no.
No.
This is grim.
And the other guy.
Oh, wow.
Oh god.
Well, rubrics are not exactly combat monsters.
Yeah, but they did the you didn't even roll 6.
Sorry, I guess. And I think I totally forgot to declare a charge here.
Ooh.
What can you do? You get too excited to kill.
I think you had enough of a good turn. Yeah.
Because I mean, he would probably,
Be dead, yeah, but
No, I mean, he actually might have interrupted here if I charged and fought with the scarabs first, and then he would have interrupted here.
I would.
Do you want to try and do it like when you can attack me first and spend CPU for it, or do you not want to have this fight phase?
Obviously, I do not want to have this fight phase.
Yeah, there's actually no reason for you to do it.
yeah.
But, oh god, this turn was horrid.
Yeah, so I will leave you with this alive dreadnought. because that is certainly my mistake. But I think that the vast majority of the Thousand Suns were a bit too exposed, I think. And a bit it's a small word, because they were super exposed.
Yeah, but you rolled extremely well.
No.
You made every charge. You made,
Well, the charging here...
you rolled really well the damage, both shooting.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the charge for the... I mean, these guys had a bit of a dicier charge, because 7, but these guys had a rerollable 5, and he had like a 3-inch charge. It's not like extreme luck, that's basic.
Yeah, you know.
And with spending CPU...
And your shots were great. And, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
A lot of things went in your
could have left one or two alive here, definitely. But the charges here and the charges here, they were not anything special. They were just the natural
I slightly
result.
underestimated just how destructive that was, but you also rolled a little external.
Alright.
Okay, so Thousand Suns turn 2, movement phase.
So yeah, and at the end of the turn, I obviously have Stranglehold here.
Yeah.
Sure. So, Thousand Suns movement phase, turn 2, coming right now.
Alright, so following disastrous next turn, I will try to seize back some control of the board. Move all my units up a bit. I'll have to try to get some silly charges in and grab objectives and kill as much as humanly possible. Otherwise, it's not will end poorly.
Yeah, it already looks grim.
Yeah, so they got +1 weapon strength, so at least they'll hit hard. And now it's the magic phase.
Yeah.
The magic phase.
Yep.
So let's start with the crucial spell. Arma will cast Temporal Surge on the Flamer guys.
And do you spend anything to make it undeniable?
That's after.
Okay, cool.
I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You cannot have more than you started with.
Yeah.
You forgot
You only lost scalps.
Yeah, 11. I have 11.
Yes, you have 11, I think.
11, which is not enough for undeniable and plus damage, but yeah, let's see how it rolls first. So that's a 10.
Very
And
good.
then
That's
solid.
you can try. I mean, it's a hard deny as it is, but they have every deny in the book here because Voldemort is in range of pretty much everything. He has to deny. Yeah, so it's not even important who denies what. Everything can deny everything. That's the beauty of Thousand Suns versus Grey Knights.
Yeah,
very
Once you get
fun.
to turn 2 and everything in the middle, it's
You
like
played
I
fully.
need-
you're like, I have 14 denies and you have 15 denies. We can just deny everything or try this.
Yeah.
So, do you roll? Roll.
Yeah, I will not use any ritual, I will need an elsewhere, and I just need to
Alright, so just for flavor, Voldemort's trying to deny you.
Oh, close.
Ah, no, Voldemort is not denying.
Alright, so
Wait,
then-
why did you roll? Reroll one dice?
that's
Well, I
fine.
think it was crooked,
Oh.
but either way.
So these guys will move a bit up and
Yeah.
will touch this objective.
So long as they're not within 1 inch of me, which I don't
Shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be. I mean, they need to be a bit back, but well, I mean, they can. So,
They found it.
alright. Yeah, this is a small mistake of mine trying to fit the Dread Knight in because as cool as he is, he's equivalent to about 3 of them, and I could have put like, I think 5 more instead.
Probably.
Oh, I
So,
think he has
next one.
Alright, Alman will keep going, and he will try to use a Siege Firestorm on the
There's
On
the
the-
Dreadnought.
on the Grandmaster.
Same.
Grandmeister.
That is only a
That's
6.
only a
I think
6.
it's
I will
correct.
Well, it's actually 7.
I will reroll it because Alman can reroll any
Yeah, he can once per second phase, right?
Yep.
Everything.
everything.
Oh, everything's right. Here's,
Ooh.
let's see what happens with this 5. I think it is. Yeah.
Alright.
There is.
Even better.
Oh.
Alright.
Zinch has spoken.
Did I deny? This is supposed to come to viewers. Go back to the video and tell me if I denied something.
I don't think
I denied anything.
You did not.
I did not. Well, you're not rolling less than a 9 here.
That's pretty bad, just 2.
1. Why 5? Because you cast it on a high enough roll.
Yep.
Alright. 1 wound.
And let's pay for getting another.
You always get some cheeky one.
Well, I'm not denying anything, so at least I'll get
2 more.
Alright, that sounds like 1.
Wow.
Not even
Please
finished.
stop.
Not even finished until the roll is done. Well, look, I haven't denied anything. At least I'll,
Might as well, Gaze of Hate him as well.
I might as well just look at him angrily.
And again, you will deny like.
That's a 9.
Oh look!
You roll
Nice.
8.
Doesn't matter. No.
And that's 2.
2
wounds. You will say 1?
No.
Finally, you didn't.
Finally you didn't! I don't know why the cameraman hates me so much.
Because you play Grey Knights.
Oh.
And might as well play a command point and give him a smite.
Smite.
Yeah.
I see.
He got an extra cast, but the only spell left that he knows
Wait,
is smite.
who is it?
He's armor. He's doing 4 spells right now.
But
I play a command
smite is like for the nearest one.
Yeah, I'm not hitting him, but you know,
Oh,
I
okay.
need to hit with everything I
Well,
have.
you have a lot of CP and weapon units. That looks like an 8.
That's a 9.
9. Oh look, another 9.
And you get
3
2.
more dice.
3 mortals, right?
Now you will save 2 from.
No.
Triple 1.
I mean, you're thinking that something here is going to happen just because I had a good turn with combat, but as far as the attacking phase goes, I'm doing jack shit.
I'm just saying he's a better psyker.
I got 1.
He is a better
That's all
psyker.
I'm saying.
Yeah, he's a better psyker, although I think it's going to be a bit more than 9. 1 0 at least. Maybe.
So what else do we have, Mr. Thousand Suns?
Psyker.
Might as well cast another spell.
With whom? With them? Alright.
Rubrics.
That's
11.
11. Well, I think I'm due some denies right now. I know. That is like, okay, so the five previous dice that I rolled
I think this
Yes.
this just sums up
Throws everything.
just sums up your psychic.
I don't know, man.
I did not parry yet. I did not. That's
I
one
don't know,
thing.
his last psychic went in his favor. He got what he needed.
I got a single spell right.
The one that was the most important.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
invest.
Alright, so let's see. Let's
That
roll.
looks like
Another 3. Very
Six.
good.
That
was an 11.
6.
Five plus 1.
Oh my god.
6 mortals.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, lucky for me,
Oh.
I managed to save 2 of them, which is
Oh,
okay.
that's 2 dead.
So he's
Wait.
dead. What?
Did I? Yes, I'm closer to these guys.
Yeah,
Alright.
definitely. So he's dead. He's dead. I don't really feel the need.
One more is dead.
Yeah. And no, just 1.
6. Oh, he's 2.
Yes, I
Yeah, you saved 2.
These guys, that's what smites one.
Might as well. He said.
They have nothing
doing
better.
about 10 mortal wounds already. Oh, might as well.
It is a bit crooked.
Yeah, it is. Just 1. Okay.
Alright.
So
Wait.
No, he's not.
I need
Well, this is what you need a 7, right?
5, so.
Because that's the 3rd smite you're
Yeah,
casting.
I need 7.
7.
So using
Hey, that's not fair.
sorcerers
He
will
has
not
a
be
cheat
enough.
sheet. He's cheating.
So let's roll.
I approve. He's cheating.
Or is he prepared?
Let's reroll this.
Okay.
And that's
That's
That's a 7, and I will
exactly.
use the ritual to make it an 8.
And I will deny it. He said,
Will you?
knowing he will not deny it. Oh look! It's a deny! What the hell?
no.
I didn't really realize this mechanic existed in 40k anymore.
Okay, what else do we have?
Stop being so salty.
You have the Infernal
And
Master.
Infernal Master will also smite. Right?
Wow, that's very creative psychic business.
I don't need extra range.
I think I'll smite.
Very good, that's a
I
9.
am supposed to go up. One of them will deny.
That's a 3.
Ooh, look at that. That's a 9. I mean,
That's
that's
exactly
a 10. That's a
no.
10. No, that's a 10 though.
That's a 10.
Because he rolled 4 and I rolled a 9, so I beat him.
So you finally denied 1.
2. 2 entire smites.
Now you should be ashamed of yourself.
That is a lot.
Should I?
That is a lot. That is half my space.
Well, he can do
That is
1
half
more.
of only what Arman cast. He himself cast 4. I don't think it's half your
I
spells.
said half my space.
Half your smites, that is true.
Okay, what else?
What else?
He needs to cast more powers. Does he have?
No, because they fell back, they cannot cast.
Yeah.
No, the chaplain guy.
The chaplain guy
No,
only
he's
has
got
one
one
spell.
cast.
Only one spell.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like a granite chaplain, one cast.
He has one cast and one pact. That's one
Oh,
plus
right,
one strength,
pact.
weapon strength, which is kind of awesome.
Which did go off, and it's really important in this matchup.
Yeah, it's kind of important in it.
Yeah, I guess I kind of regret not piling into Armin this turn. But I guess he would have stayed in combat and didn't smite anyway. So,
We're doing shooting?
Hmm?
We're doing shooting?
Yeah, we will do shooting. Alright, this went a bit oddly. So he has 6 wounds left.
It does.
Alright.
Remember back when we had 10 healthy wounds? I remember the day when he had 10.
So it doesn't.
It was about 5 minutes ago.
Nah, a lot more.
Alright, let's start with the pointless sound pistol on this guy.
Alright.
It hits.
Yeah.
That wounds.
Is that Jim?
Is that?
That's not that.
Killing a Grey Knight, one of the finest fighters in the Imperium. He says if he relevant.
With a pistol.
It seems to work, so the other guy will try it as well.
It seems to work.
Do you not get
That does not.
Oh,
Do you not get grenades?
Hmm?
Do you not get grenades?
No, I did not get grenades. Maybe my characters do actually, but my regular soldiers do not.
Well, these guys that collect relics from all around the universe, and grenades are like too rare to give to the regular guys. Only officers and above can have.
They carry relics from all over the universe in not enough pockets.
It's out of stock.
They can steal it from guardsmen who do have grenades, by
They
the
are
way.
not enough
the-
pockets.
Anyways.
Anyway.
And now for something completely different.
Okay, next.
Next, the attempt is to make as much damage as humanly possible.
Yeah.
So he will try to shoot these guys.
You really will. You really will.
So,
That's 6 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
yep,
No
no ones.
really need it. So 4 hits.
4 hits, wounding on 3s.
Yep. So we're looking at 3
Three
wounds. Now I do have a single guy touching the object, the cover. Not sure why there are no 3 guys here.
Because there used to be more guys.
They were also on the objective. I think I got too excited last turn. I do have a 3+ save right now with him because it's countering the -1 maybe. So I'll start rolling for him. So he's fine, and he's fine.
Yeah,
He's totally fine.
And let's see the Inferno.
1 more shot, right? Oh, you're all full. Sorry, I saw 3.
Let's do.
Two
Oh,
saves.
yeah.
And now we have to keep saving on this guy, and it's
Yeah.
actually -2, right?
Yep.
So 4 ups, so he's dead. Well, he took three wounds from a heavy bolter, and fine with that. Although my next point, morale is really important on these guys.
Yeah,
And they're not very good at rolling morale, they have nothing special about it.
yeah, well,
Well, they do have the
this is
engine.
incredibly important shooting because I need to somehow try to kill these end this. Somehow.
Somehow,
Which is, you know, theoretically possible.
fairly possible, and it doesn't look too theoretical right now. It's looking somewhat realistic.
I need to shoot this down. And let's go crazy and give them +1 to wound and an extra bolter shot each.
For the guys on the strength 5.
For the guys who are strength 5, yeah.
Why not split it up? Like,
I didn't say we were shooting it.
no, I mean,
Planning off
if one squad over there gets strength 5 with their bolter, why won't you give those guys?
Giving the same squad both buffs is more efficient.
Is it?
Yeah, because there is a stratagem for another shot and the stratagem to
Yeah,
one wounds.
when they have another shot, it's good. If it was the same amount of shots, I would spread it around for
If
reliability.
it was the same amount of shots, it wouldn't
Yeah.
matter mathematically.
But when you have more
Because
shots,
I think
it matters.
this guy should have a support from
Actually-
those.
Because it doesn't matter, if I will use it on them later to shoot that, I can see how well they're doing. And then decide with them how to speed their own fire.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So they will
See,
start
I'm helpful here.
shooting everything at these guys.
alright, without, they do get the extra bolter shots or not?
They do not get extra ball shots, they do not get
Alright.
strength fire. And unfortunately, the Soul Ripper is not arranged to hit this guy, which is a shame.
Good thing you did smites then.
So let's start Soul Ripper shooting at these guys.
Alright,
Reroll with ones.
yep. That's 5 hits, now
Winning on twos,
winning on 2s, why 2s?
because it's strength 7 and.
And they're tough
No, right, no, I didn't do it, right? Yeah, it's winning on
Yeah.
twos.
So
So 4 wounds. 4
4 wounds.
4 wounds?
Yeah, Yeah, because you're strength 7, right?
6.
Okay, then.
Strength 7.
One plus is 4.
Oh, so 3 wounds.
Brain fart?
No, I thought you meant 4 2 wounds.
No.
I 4 2.
I will remind you that they do have an involved
Involve
4.
4.
Yeah.
So, aware of it, painfully.
Yes. So, unfortunately, that only saves nothing actually. No,
Well, save 1.
could have died.
One and a
I'll
half.
take the front one.
5, 6.
And unfortunately, this is the sergeant, because if I remove him, then it's a bit of a harder charge. So I'll put the next remove here.
Alright. And the rest of them, shooting bolters and bolt pistols and
And
whatnot,
everything. But no crack damage.
but no crackings. And that's a 1, and that's a 1.
Yeah.
Let me try to get a little lower.
Okay, good thing.
Very good hit
There's
so
another
far.
one over here.
Wounding me on
Threes.
3s. I have doubts about her being alive next turn.
That's pretty
That's,
good.
yeah, that's a very good roll. We will see how much is it in the end. That's something.
11?
11. Ooh, that's nobody's number.
No, it's not enough, unfortunately.
Should do 5 wounds.
Should do a lot.
Oh, that's
Yeah, well, it did.
not looking good at all.
Nope. So this is the one who was wounded, and that's
So
3
4
more.
more die.
So he dies. Yeah. And by that point, I think morale is going to be an issue whether I have the Justicar or not. But if I manage to extend the charge here, it might actually matter because unfortunately Justicar is here. So I think I'll remove him, and the nearest other guy will be here. No, I'll take him away actually.
Alright. So that's looking already better for the Thousand Suns.
Oh, definitely. Well, I think even if I lose both these squads, it was still a pretty good trade for both the rubrics
Oh,
and the scarabs.
You
But it's
coming
not,
up ahead even if I kill everything here.
it's not the wipeout that I thought it would be.
Right,
So now the most important part is how do
I
they...
still have him,
Oh,
so he
right.
can throw a few shots.
Oh, he did not shoot yet, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
well,
will shoot his infernos here, and he will shoot everything at these guys.
yeah. So this is the heavy bolter, right?
This is the heavy bolter. He does not roll 1 because he's far from R1.
Oh wait, his damage was not killed, doesn't it give him something? Praised.
Wounds.
Of 1, okay. I remember something.
Which is not relevant right
Okay.
now.
And he's hitting the ones here,
Yeah.
right? Well, the save is actually the same.
So 4 plus.
Yeah, 4 plus. Okay, 2 more die. Yeah, grenades are dropping like fly style. And I think, what, I might actually try and... Because at this point, again, morale will be an issue no matter if I get...
Yeah, and the inferno.
And you got only 1 CP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, this is a
These squads are decimated. It was...
2 hits.
Wait, why it's not 4?
Because the volley fire, if you've not moved, is now. It used to make vehicles always shoot rapid fire.
I think-
Not anymore.
Even dreadnoughts?
Not anymore.
Was it not like dreadnoughts as well as infantry and bikes? Oh, really? Oh, I'm not playing with dreadnoughts.
Also for mines.
So
not
2
anymore.
wounds.
And no.
2 wounds, and it is.
2 wounds,
One
and
more
again,
die.
we have him, I think.
What's their leadership given?
The same as Marine. No, they're going to auto fail this and then.
Unless they roll a 1,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're both out.
No, because
No.
then one of them will be out and then the other one will.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to go on one.
So one of them is definitely out, the other one is.
You just watch me roll that one.
Hmm?
You just watch me roll that one. Well, that's assuming I'm still going to have 2 Marines here left by the end of the shooting phase when you have an entire rubric squad still up and running.
So the most important squad out there now.
6 of them can. Oh, that's Sorbitol. 5 of them can rapid him.
Including one soul reaper.
Sorbitol does not rapid anyway.
I mean in range.
Yeah, everyone is in range.
Okay.
5 of them can rapid him.
So how are we doing this?
How do I want to do this? This is difficult.
And we said that you want to amp them up with the veterans,
Oh yeah,
right? And
veterans and an extra shot.
Yeah, that comes. It's.
do you remember the names of the stratagems?
The new veterans is called Vengeance of the Betrayed or something like that. Wrath of the Wronged.
Wrath of the Wronged.
And the second one?
That's Infernal Fusillade. Fusillade,
Yes.
which used to be shooting twice, and now it's an extra shot. So it turned from making scarabs into monsters to, just being.
Well, in these crucial times, I think
But at this point,
you'll take anything.
Yeah, I mean everything. Hot weapon, so it also applies to the pistol cannon. Oh, yeah, I do well. So pistol cannon will shoot at these guys, and the guys that cannot rapid him, which can rapid these guys.
Okay.
So
Where do we start first?
let's see. Pistol and these 4 guys will shoot at them, and the other 4 guys and the soldier will shoot at him.
At the Grandmaster.
And hopefully it will do a bit more damage. Does doing more damage to it even matter?
To the Dread Knight?
Yeah.
Do you not want to bracket my Grandmaster? Or kill him?
Do you have any method of damage reduction?
Well, I can activate another save of 3 and possibly try and get him back to the Tech Marine, although it will not be relevant this turn.
No, because if I'm trying to charge him with the halberd, he's damage 3.
He's damage 3.
Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, he's damage 3, so...
So, unless I do 3 damage by sheer chance,
With the rubric shooting,
yeah,
I think it's plausible. It's very much...
it might happen.
They might, I think they can...
Yeah,
even with
so
the-
yeah, these guys will shoot him, these guys will shoot them.
I'm not really following who is shooting
The
who,
guys,
I trust you.
these guys that are rapid at him, shoot at him. The guys that are not rapid at him, shoot at
And
him.
Soul Reapers. What
The
are
soldier
they?
are not shooting him.
Both of them?
The other one.
Oh, right, okay.
So let's start with Soul Recall.
Alright.
Uh,
Hitting 4
Threes.
times and wounding on 3s right now.
putting on 3s. It's horrible.
Is it 3s? It's strength
6.
6.
6. Oh, okay. Thought it's 7.
Obviously, I'm activating my bonus save of 3 right now, which does not really help.
Alright.
Alright.
Still,
The
without with only 1 damage from the Soul Reaper, I doubt the bolters will manage to put much of that.
This is the guy who killed Titans with bolts.
Yeah, back when I could double shoot.
Yeah.
And I could. Alright, I have 120 shots.
Is it includes the extra bolter shots from
Yes,
the
it
sergeant?
includes the extra ball shots. The extra
Alright.
ball shots from the sergeant.
And rerolling ones was really helpful here.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay, so these are...
Why do I not cause mortals on 6s?
Now, there.
Now.
Let's not get carried away.
If you want to do more on 6s, reroll it. Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
It's literally better than the average.
It's okay. That's good.
It's exactly average, okay?
But
Okay.
he will lose
2
2
damage.
more wounds. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you needed, didn't you? That's exactly what you needed.
That's what I hope for. It will be
Yeah.
more accurate.
Okay.
So, 4 guys, and a sergeant using a pistol will somehow make 14 shots against these guys.
Well, it benefits the sergeant more than anyone else.
Yeah.
Twice as good as before.
That's good enough.
See? The stratagem worth it.
Yes. Mere pistols.
That's 1.
That's a 1. That is...
A lot of 2s.
I was fated. I thought, that's 3 2s. They're fine.
3 is too much. And 1 on 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still a lot of 2s.
Really good.
My dice really like 2s.
That's super good. How
Yeah,
many
seven.
tests about
7.
7?
Salty saves.
7 solid saves.
Not
This
every
is
save is salty.
well for me it is right now. Only 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
For us. Oh, it already looks green.
Yeah. So we're looking at 2 dead and 1 on 1 wound.
Oh,
I'll just go with the theme of making the charge a bit harder for the lone surviving interceptor here.
you're
Alright.
not really good with the saves there, guy.
This turn, no.
Not really good.
But
This is.
his shooting was
I'm-
supposed to be devastating, so I'm not
Yeah,
like, surprised.
I'm still not making up for last turn disasters.
Well, you are right in the right direction, definitely.
Oh. So let's start charging you.
Okay. Who is charging whom?
Oh, let's start with the halberd on these guys.
Okay.
That
The
would
tech
not even be
will
wrong.
not matter.
That would not have mattered at all.
No.
I might as well place him over here, so he's on the objective and he's
Touching the train.
tracking everything.
For whatever reason, I don't know why you should though.
Hmm?
I don't. For like
Let's
doesn't benefit.
let's go
Only,
get around them and go.
it's only
And
minus.
He has mysterious plans.
these guys will also charge them because why not?
Sure.
There's no kill like overkill.
Killing Elbrooks, killing thousands
He is
of them.
currently undamaged, so it won't be.
Yeah, it will be hard to do it.
And
Well, despite the great hits that he took last turn, Thousands look like they're really dominating the board right now. You killed a lot of my guys, and the ones
yeah,
that are
but we
alive.
still have more guys.
Yeah, but the ones that are alive here are not super relevant.
Right. Do we go for? No, let's not be silly. They will charge him.
Okay.
And only.
Oh, that's what I waited for. A gamey move. Let's go.
That's. I will command reroll it.
That's the last
That's
command.
an important.
Definitely,
Right?
definitely. It's a 6. I think we
Six
said it.
might-
It's enough.
6 is enough. We measured it.
Yeah, definitely. Go down on 6.
And then you can pile in and definitely take over the objective because it pops up here.
Well, he really only needs one and doesn't have any obstacle or anything.
Yep.
I think he's going to be at least busy, if not dead. He's going to be in
The
combat.
red line, the headboard will charge the red line.
Oh yeah, I'm not overwatching or anything. I need CP.
Yeah.
Oh, 6.
Try to measure.
Yeah,
It's
he did.
impossible.
Impossible?
I checked it, it's impossible.
No, it's impossible, but you are touching me, so I cannot like try and steal the objective through activation or something.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you're not moving anywhere.
No.
So the most important part now, where do you want us? Oh, he cannot even.
Well, I really did want to get a CP, but Techmarine is not really seeing the future today.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
So let's start with the hell route because this is.
An interesting fight.
Or should we keep it the interesting one for last?
No, you picked up the dice already.
Alright.
You can take it back
I
now.
can do it with the other hell route. The other hell route.
Oh, okay.
He's not next to our one.
Oh, he is winning on 2+.
He's winning on 2+. 3
Smack.
Well, I finally succeeded in not making anything.
don't they have invo 4?
Yeah,
but
but
when you roll 2, 2, and 4, you can lose them. Well, he's wounded already, so
Yes,
I'll take
right.
him, and you know what, I'll take him as well. Doesn't matter all that much.
Alright.
So what's next?
Let's try to pile in here a bit. See
With
how,
them, right?
yeah, see how many I manage to get into bonk range. Because that's probably what they'll do. They're about as bad as Tau.
Well, let's not
Not
get it
not
away.
in the artwork, of course, killing his sister Novitiate.
Ah, yes, we love Tau artwork.
Yeah, you know, after seeing the stats for the new sisters scouts, what do they call them, novitiates? It's a surprise that they managed to even get into melee. They're more dangerous than Marines in melee.
That's true.
Bonks?
6 basic bombs.
That's
They don't really have any
pretty
risk.
decent bonk.
Well, it's hard to miss that big, the giant thing. But winning it is another issue. Alright, 4 saves.
4 saves.
Yeah, but you have +2. So
Yeah, well, here are the 4s that I've been not rolling on this.
Now I see where they're missing
And the
it.
sergeant, which has actually a weapon, it might actually do something with it.
He's running on 3s now.
He's running on 3, that's correct.
Ooh,
And I failed one save. He is so good for damage. Alright,
it's the whole 3 wounds.
That's not bad at all. So he does have 10 wounds remaining. Nice.
Something was done.
Something was done, definitely. Okay, and now for the fight that I've
I
been.
still have that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm mostly doing it
You know what? I'm fine with like losing him without even trying to roll the 1 for morale. If we can just see what happens to my poor baby.
I think he enjoys torturing you.
He does. He really
go
goes
for it. I'm literally just doing it into torture.
Yeah. He's doing this.
Alright, so the sergeant
Bonk.
hit once.
He wants. You see, I'm going to be.
No.
No. You live for it.
Don't they get reroll from Ariman?
There are not no next turn.
And even if they did, was it a 1 to hit? I thought.
Yeah, there was one.
Okay. And this is the regular
Bonks.
box. Okay.
He
So
failed holding.
you Let's see.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna. I don't know.
And now they want to fight, which unfortunately I do not no longer have command points to reroll any fail here.
Yeah. So you're hitting on 3s, but you're wounding on 3s, no, 2s, rerolling 1s. Because they want to come to 6. So, okay.
Very good. Excellent.
I see what it's going. I see where it's
2
going.
plus reroll.
2 plus 1.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so easy. So he's fine.
He's
fine. Oh. He's not fine. Wait, he can explode.
Holy hell. I think pretty much everything went according to plan.
Just as planned.
Just as planned.
It really was the best that he could ever hope for his turn to go through.
Yeah.
Well, I still have a Dread Knight on the loose.
Yeah, but
with
it's
10,
currently in combat,
with 10 vengeful attacks back.
which could hurt, but at least he's not being as much of a menace.
No, but he's angry.
Ooh.
He's kind of angry. Well, he did manage to. Oh, that's
bad.
That's 5 saves and then 4 mortal wounds later. So we're looking at that.
Oh my god.
Well, it's going to stay here. AP minus 2.
Maybe minus 2 damage.
2. Yeah, that's the profile for killing him. So that looks like 5 dead, with including the 4 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
That they did.
Ouch.
Do you kill this? No, don't kill the soldier. It's illegal.
It's technically very legal.
Okay, and you know what? I still do get to swing back with him.
Yeah. So
Gonna hit the rubrics? Walls. Or.
No, I'm not gonna hit the dreadnought. To hit 1 wound minus 2 damage 2. So let's see if I can kill a rubric.
No, you're not allowed.
No, okay, and now for the morale phase. So these guys, they need to roll morale, and a 6 he runs, and then let's see for the last guy here, he's a 5. Because Marines do not.
Oh, you also get the We Shall Know No Fear with the granites?
I am a space marine, after all.
there are questions about that.
And now this guy,
Well,
nah, he's almost insanely brave, but he's not. He's teleporting
He's
down.
just insane.
He's just insane right now. Seeing everybody die around him. That was So, at the end of the turn, you have done a lot of damage. I now don't very much regret not charging here. Well, I still could have killed him.
yeah, so let's sum up the points and get back to Grey Knight's turn 3. Am I correct? Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so Grey Knight's turn 3. Important turn, the previous Thousand turn was quite painful, and I have to make the Haymaker unless I want to lose this game. So we've moved with the Strike Marines up so that we have line of sight to at least shoot the Stormwalkers for whatever units will do. The Interceptors are right here, moved here, trying to get the psychic power to eventually get on the objective. The Rhino is here to try and maybe lock this Dreadnought if I get it to that point. Over here we have Interceptors coming from reserve who are trying to smite Ariman, who suddenly finds himself facing the one surviving Interceptor, Hero Interceptor. And in here, the play that I'm most excited to see here is both the Bannerman, who now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units in range of his super banner. And of course Voltus, who will now actually get to swing something as well as doing his vortex, who will hit him, and him. So there's a lot of mortal wounds going on. There's some shooting going on.
Well, if you succeed, of course.
If I succeed, of course, which is
But you're
for the
psychic.
devil in the details, because so far the psychic phase has been
Very unfortunate.
Let's continue. So, for the shooting phase, for the psychic phase, we'll start with the Tech Marine, who might finally give me the CP that I so desperately need. Yes, he does.
Wait.
At 11, please, stop. No.
Okay. I'm already afraid when he says, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, I don't think that. I don't think, yeah, so it
It sounds
happens.
like I have made mine as well.
Yeah, they will try and do the Purifying Ritual. They
Oh,
will try and do the Purifying Ritual.
guy, come on. You're lowering the average of this mission. Come on. The average is
You
11.
might say Metal was just we're bad right now. Do I really want to try it here for just 1 point? Because I thought I might get here, and here, and then might get 4 points, because I really need them. I only need 3 points for Purifying Ritual. But for now, just 1 point is not really important. I'll just do a Hammerhand for him, for the combat. Okay, that's an 8.
Alright, I'll deny with the frame wounds.
Alright. Okay,
It's not bad.
so that does go off. Now they will try and do their the one where they shoot and jump. Let's cast on a. Yeah, we'll just come back after some. Yeah, that's a 7. That's a 7. That's not
You were
bad.
not in the night.
Yeah, I think he's in range here.
That's 3 and
That will have to
we
be
need
quite.
5.
You know, you didn't have to the night. You chose.
That's critical. Actually, really
I think
critical.
I kind of had to deny it if I want any chance of winning this game.
That was
He keeps telling me that, but
that was extremely critical there.
it was. It was also my final. Well,
You spend a
I will take the CP here to cast on 3d6 with Voltus right now. The Empiric Amplification is going on the Dreadnought here.
Oh.
On an 8 it's undeniable, and the Vortex of Doom on a 7 it is deniable.
Alright, so I'll deny with
Doesn't matter. Just
Armin, I guess.
yeah.
It's
Well, even if you you can try.
me.
That's right.
Come on,
Six.
come on.
Oh no!
Right. So see, on a 3d6 I can roll an 8, but on a 2d6 I can roll 9 twice. The second phase is not going well. Moving on.
I told you. He's a better psyker. Period.
He's a better psychic roller. He will try now to do his
He's something
special
wrong there.
move. On a 6, that's going to be the 9. Just do it already.
Obnoxious.
Oh, it's actually going off, and he has no way to influence. And that's super important because there's D3 mortal wounds on this Rubric squad. So 1 is left on 1 wound. And that's D3 mortal wounds on this Rubric squad, which kills. Well, 1 is more. So kills 1 and 1 is left on 1 wound.
Yeah, I'm not expecting him to survive this turn.
And now for the Dreadnought, the Dreadnought, he's taking 2 mortal wounds. And for Ahriman, he's taking the big 3 mortal wounds.
Oh,
And then on the rubrics here, they're taking 1 mortal wound.
So yeah, the actually important one, quite off.
I really wanted to get Vortex as well, and here it was super
Yeah,
difficult.
This
that was
here
just
is
horrible.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. Well, the lone guy here will try and do a smite.
Right?
On a 5 that will
Nine.
work. The 9,
Easy.
yeah, and then they will try and do the 9. They will try to cast smite as well. On an 8, that should go off. Oh.
That will.
And Ahriman is smoked off the table. How fitting it is that Ahriman of all people will be killed by fight.
Yeah.
wow.
By 2 3-damage smites. I am
He
Wow.
had
happy about that.
a chance to survive this turn, but
Well,
you have lost the right to complain about your science.
Well, they're still there, but I guess it went pretty much alright. So, for the shooting, it will be a bit simpler here. These guys will try and shoot this Dreadnought. They'll have 10 shots, they will go through the terrain, but maybe we'll just scratch the paint off.
So in force.
Yep, all 4 of the 4s that I rolled. 1 wound, no AP. He's fine. And now, I believe everyone here is within 12, yes. So,
Can everyone see?
yes.
Alright.
Even
Yeah.
Mm,
Come on, Daniel, come on. Think like a Warhammer player, not like someone who has basic sense.
Oh well, this guy can see the base. So.
Yeah, they can
He
also.
can see half the models fine.
Yeah.
So, 20 shots. Always feel good to say 20 shots, but then you see what the... Okay. Okay, this is alright for an hour hit, but... Alright. I have no idea what's going on at this point. Well, it seems like it's been 11 wounds.
He's gonna die, not gonna lie.
Well, 11 wounds, no AP, but I think he might actually...
I think he's gonna die. I got the feeling. I got the feeling he's gonna die.
Well, he does take 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Okay, I expected him to take maybe 1. The Rhino will try and do something. He gets 1. Oh, he has 2 hits actually, and no wounds.
No wounds.
Alright. You know, it is time to check if he does have a Stone Bolter, because now it is somewhat important for me. Because there is a guy with 1 wound just staring at him. He's
actually 2 wounds. But
no, I'm talking about him.
oh,
Yeah. No, he does have a Stone Bolter, he also has a Crack Grenade. Which one is the better one? I'm sure someone will have the math for it. I think the Crack Grenade is the best one here. So, to hit, he hits. To wound, he does not wound.
The snowball?
Yeah, you're sitting on 2s instead of 4s, I know. Well, just because Anonymous... He will try and shoot this lonely fellow.
who?
They hit him here.
Didn't he fall back?
No, he just lost his friend to morale and did not flee.
If it had fallen back, it could not have killed the army, actually.
That's true. 2 wounds, no AP, but he might actually finish this guy off.
Yep.
He is not.
On his dust.
All his dust. These guys.
You really don't
Now,
like this
you
guy.
see how was crucial to overkill that squad over there with grenades, Mr. Yosh? I said, you see how crucial was it to finish off the squad
Yeah, I
there?
really hoped to, that's why I sent David as well, but it
This
didn't
guy
happen.
will shoot, the one who cannot see him will shoot at the Infernal Master, the 4 of them will shoot at him. So, hitting on 3s, there's some hits here, it's nice. Wounding on 4s, cool.
Very good.
5 wounds, that's very good. Just kill off this one wound mode, please, please, please. He's dead. Nice. Now we're going to use, and the Storm Bolter trying to kill, trying to wound the Infernal Master. We get 1 wound, no on his task, so he does take a wound. We're now off to these Storm Bolters. I was initially going to shoot them at the Dreadnought to try and scratch him, but now since he did succeed in doing a big amplification, he's now doing damage 4 with his Thunderhammer, which becomes damage 3. But because he has 6 wounds, it doesn't really matter if I take 1 or 2 wounds off with Storm Bolters, even when they get super lucky. So I'll just try and shoot at these rubrics who have a model with 1 wound. Might actually do something. Yeah. 10 shots, no rerolls. This is crooked.
10 shots.
10 shots.
How does he get 10 shots?
With 5 Storm Bolters. This squad.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. 2 saves on this squad with the wounded guy. Excellent, he dies. Now Voltus can shoot at them with his damage to Storm Bolter and not feel like he's overkilling something. He actually managed to do 3 wounds, and this is damage 2, AP minus 1, so 4 ups, and each one will kill is a kill. 3 wounds, not 4 wounds.
What?
Yeah, 3 wounds, the 3
No,
is
you
not.
said 4.
No, it's 4 hits, 3 wounds, so he kills 1.
Kills 1. Which one will I kill?
You can make it.
Do you have any more shooting?
A bit, but nothing that can really hurt them.
Something that's going to target him?
No, I don't think I have anything that can do it. I still have this guy's shot, he's not in range of anything, shot. Oh well, I still have him. So I'll start with the...
Oh, right, he's a vehicle.
Well, yeah. I'll start with the big Gatling. Hitting on 4s now because his head wasn't into melee. But I think there's a guy with 1 wound remaining there, right?
Nope.
No? No one did that?
He got killed.
I think you killed him with your flag guy. The banner guy.
Okay. So I will shoot with the heavy gun. I get 3 hits. I get 3 wounds, 80 minus 2 and damage 2. So 3 wounds, yeah. So 3
Ooh, disgusting.
and the Gatling again hitting on whatever. That will be another 6 wounds, 3 ups after all is dust.
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
No, one damage, one damage.
He's still very dead.
Ah, it's not just one model?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So he's now free to do whatever he wants, now that he's no longer having a moving phase. Cool, that was very good. I don't think I have anything else to shoot, so I might as well just charge. Well, I'll start with the Rhino charging the Halbrut. I don't think you're gonna. I don't even think you can overwatch. 7.
Should be enough.
Yeah, but he wanna do some gamey stuff over here.
I definitely want to do some game stuff over here. So he's here. And when he activates, if he survives,
Seems like you overpushed him.
he's still here and he can still do whatever I want him to do. I think, you know what, I'll try and charge the Dread Knight over here as well. He might actually make it on a... No, a Knight... I think you'll... No, I think he needs like a 12.
I think even 30.
Yeah, a 30. You know what, I will try and charge the Infernal Master. I think I'll need something like a 10. The 6 that will not go off, these definitely cannot charge anything. So he will charge the
Voldus will charge.
The Voldus. The Voldus will charge the Dreadnought. And he goes.
You didn't even roll.
It rolled.
He did roll.
I did roll. And yeah, I think he'll charge the Dreadnought as well. 8. Yes. Now I'm almost.
Does he even have many weapons?
Yeah, he has a falchion.
Oh.
Now I'm almost 100% sure that his sacred is only for core infantry. Yeah, so Voldus is not inspired by his banner. He's seen it all. He's not impressed. So activation doesn't really matter because you don't have CP. So I'll just start with the Rhino.
Mr. Brian.
Yeah, Mr. Rhino. He will move like this, touching the objective. So if he survives, we will be having some fun. And I'll have 3 full attacks, of which I hit once. I don't wound him, unfortunately. Voldus, with his attacks, 5 attacks. He has a hammer that doesn't have -1 to hit, which is good because I rolled a 2 here. Wounding on 3s right now, so that's 3 wounds at -3. Damage 4. 5 up. And he is dead.
Oh, very nice.
He is
Does he explode?
Now, if not, now Voldus can activate into that squad, in he goes, and the banner will actually stay in.
He can't do anything.
Well, he can activate and pile in 6 inches, but I don't think it really matters to do anything at this point. No, the banner I think will just stay here.
Alright.
Maybe just move him a bit forward, yeah, something like that, outside of the range here. So you can now, I'll do something like this. So now you can hit back with the tank, with the Dreadnought.
Alright, the Halbert will try to kill the Rhino.
Already, I don't think, he already doesn't kill him from the
He
get-go.
doesn't kill.
Oh, he doesn't know that.
Oh yeah. Is that?
Yeah. So 3 wounds, -3, so 6s, nothing, so he has 1 wound.
9
damage.
1 wound remaining. But that's the only thing I need him to do, because right now,
He's holding the object.
because he's not killing them or them with his heavy bolters, and he's actually like doing something to the objective, which is nice. You're still obviously holding here, I'm holding here, so we are coming up to your
Did
turn.
you fire into them?
Yeah, he Voldus is in.
So I can fight.
Oh, definitely you can fight.
So I will fight a bit. And hopefully for an insane roll, because I really need it. Otherwise,
I don't
no
have-
chance whatsoever.
I don't have the CP to really interfere with that roll, but we will see if.
Oh, I need like insane rolls to actually manage to somehow kill him or nearly kill him.
Yeah, the sorcerer could surprise us.
So also a good surprise, so we start with him.
3 attacks. Yes.
Physics.
Wounding on 3, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm saving on a 3+. Ah, I did fail one of them. Damage. It's 2. So I do have 4 wounds remaining. He's not super tanky, but he is resilient.
And not all of them in bonk range.
No, I think you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah, definitely. So that's pretty good.
They're feeling violent, but I'm not expecting much after the armor saves.
They woke up and chose violence.
Yeah, 3.
3. Well, he does. No, he doesn't tell anything.
Yeah.
So he's fine. He's fine. Did you intend to pile into my guy here? Because he's now within 1 inch of him, I think.
Is maybe a bit.
Well, he's still in.
So here. There is a way that
Okay.
it's not piled in 1 inch. Alright.
This is probably the way. Cool. So this is what I hoped would happen this turn.
Maybe we rotate it that way.
Okay.
Happy now?
He's showing me his majestic cape. I did want to get the vortex off, I didn't want to get them to move off, but in the end it kind of evens out. Killing Armament was a nice touch. Even though I think you'll get a prowess heal when you kill him. But we'll see.
That's enough.
So this is my turn. I do have 1, 2, 3 to your 2, so I do get Stranglehold.
You actually have 4.
Yeah, 4 there, so I do get Stranglehold.
Yeah.
And 2 points for the banners.
Alright, so we will get to Thousand Suns
Turn 3.
turn 3.
Coming right up.
Alright, so not much movement because they are locked in combat. He just moved up a bit, so he'll be closest to Voldas. And moving to the magic phase. I'll use my 1 command point to turn his spell into Doombolt for the guaranteed 3 damage.
The Bolt of Doom.
And let's start the time to cast Doombolt.
Alright.
I also have 1 free reroll from my command phase. So
Oh, that's a
that's
very good roll.
yeah.
I'll try and knife with boulders. It was not a knife.
So,
So that's flat 3 motor rolls, right? It takes the whole 3.
alright.
So he doesn't have a single wound remaining.
The Doombolt will try to smite him.
Oh. That's an 8.
And I will use the 1 free reroll.
4.
8.
Do I try to get a super smite or do I keep it for the... Yeah, I'll keep it actually.
Okay.
So that's a 9.
So the 9. It is the 9.
Oh,
Wow. Well, I was bound. Some cheeky
It was bound to happen someday.
Which is important because he's worth 5 points in the psychic phase.
yeah. So that cost me a lot of points and... Yeah, that kind of sealed my last hope actually. It's still enough points.
Well, it is a rough
Yeah.
situation right now.
No.
So you can just try and kill as much as you can before.
Yeah, I'll just... So, combat phase, the helmet will punch him.
Shooting phase.
Shooting phase.
You can shoot into combat. Why not?
Yeah,
And he can try and shoot them.
I can shoot.
I think. Oh, he will have to pile in here or here. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Because if you kill him in the shooting phase,
yeah, I have to fight.
Oh,
with
if
him,
he
and-
kills him in combat and then he goes into the objective.
He can.
yeah,
It's not there. It's there.
yeah.
I think they're closer actually. No, they.
It doesn't matter. Alright, anyway, he will shoot the tank because he has nothing else to do.
It'll be very funny if the tank explodes. Yeah, 4 hits. I think that he's gone. Okay, 1 wound, and that's a successful save.
And the Inferno.
Ooh, wow.
He's hitting on, all the time. Rerolling once.
So, one
That's
save.
1 wound, and he makes it.
That makes it. Alright.
Yes,
And he will pistol Gordos, I guess.
oh yeah!
So,
That would be so epic though.
that-
All the
Just die with
just
the
bloodied and blasted and smiting everything and just. I guess he can shoot.
he will shoot this guy. Might as well. Nope.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, they'll pile in on Voldos and try to make the most of it.
Yeah, he's not charging or anything, right?
No, it
No.
wasn't.
Okay, so I will heroic intervention here. I want to get in on some fun. Let's try to hold this.
Yeah, so I'll throw everything on Voldos.
Definitely.
You know, might as well. Hi.
Okay, so 3 hits, that's good. I think you're going to go now. Only one
One wound.
wound. You do have your free reroll. Damage doesn't really matter because he only has 1 wound.
Yeah, I'll use one.
just do the save. Oh,
Alright, so 2 save.
Oh, he makes it.
Save both of them.
And I think everybody can
Bombs.
fight. Yeah, everybody can fight. You can move.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
definitely.
could have just pushed
They
in.
could have pushed in. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys that can fight.
Yeah.
Well, he only has 1 wound remaining. And that's ooh. Why are you not doing anything? With
Those sixes.
Yeah.
Those sixes, man. Those sixes.
Death to the full sample, come on!
For every six.
Oh, that rule.
Oh.
I don't have it anymore, it's not fair. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'll
And that was a
obviously-
big, yeah. 50-50 chance. Voldus, the man.
He survives.
Survives.
Now he will wipe the squad, kind of, with the banner.
Oh yeah. Wait, I want to see what happens to the Rhino.
Yeah, I want to see it explode.
If he somehow survives, it will be very
Uh,
funny. He will not, but if he somehow.
4 saves, -3.
No.
He's dead.
-3. And then he explodes. No.
Oh.
He's just dead.
And it was the point of I was hoping it would explode and kill my hundreds. And it doesn't really matter.
Because it's funny.
You're looking to be more salty. That's what you're doing here.
Okay.
I cannot.
I'll start with him actually because there is a guy. No wait, that's Voldus.
There is a guy in the middle.
Oh wait, that's Voldus. Okay, so I'll go with Voldus. All of his attacks hit. Thank God for minusless Thunder Hammers, and that's 4 wounds at Thunder Hammer. Well, he bonked 2 of them, which is nice. And the Bannerman, he does get 5 attacks because he has 4 base and 1 with the Falchion, which is nice. I don't remember if Voldus had mortals, I don't think he did. This guy did not do any mortals, but it is 4 wounds. -2, but only damage 1. So 4s, I think?
Yeah.
4s.
Let's go with the
Lurkers. Okay, so he scratches one of them. Okay, that's agreeable. So I think that's
That's pretty much the end of the game. There's
no stranglehold, no getting.
no nothing. Nothing I can do. If I manage to smite Voldus down, then I could have shot the other guy. Then maybe there was something to get out of it.
I don't think
narrow distance.
all of the shots would kill him, but they might actually wound him and then you charge. Something might have happened, but
I might have narrowed the distance here.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that sealed up the
actually,
game.
he's not impressive in combat. I would have even shot him. I would have shot the Dread Knights trying to make him weaker. Yeah.
Well,
Hopefully, they would have been able to survive next turn and slightly get something to try to nail the
Okay, so let's just summarize the point and just sit and talk a little bit about this game and what happened and
why
summarize.
everything went wrong.
Okay, let's summarize. So guys, the game ended 82 to 29. That was brutal.
It was brutal. I think turn 2 really sealed the game where I was able to get 2 crucial charges with all the buffs and denying the Overwatch. Especially the damage 3 on the Scarabs was immense.
Yeah.
I know this is like a very specific matchup that Voldus shines in, but I really enjoyed using him.
You pull off very few spells properly, but the few that are actually the most important.
I think if you look at it statistically, like how many spells did you manage to get in each attacking phase versus how many I managed to get, it will be like you got like 4 spells to my 1.
Yeah.
But that one spell just catapults the damage.
Yeah, it was the one spell that matters every time, and my spell, when it was the one spell that matters, it's like, nope.
Yeah, well, and also the banner, which I was really impressed by. His relic was very nice. It was a bit situational, like temperamental. If I didn't roll well, it did nothing. But if I rolled well, it suddenly smites like 4 units around.
Insane.
I'm not sure I like having such a life or death situation every time I try and cast with him. But extending his aura by 3 inches and giving essentially 10 extra attacks to the interceptors was a really cool trick to pull off. And I think really made it sure that the Scarabs did not like remain with 1 and then reanimate to 2 and teleport away and do all of the Scarabs.
The Scarabs, even with maximum buffs, they're not durable enough to withstand something like that.
Yeah, well, they're not Blight Lords. They're like durable enough to function, but they're not Deathwing or Blight Lords.
They're getting and shooting because they can do the -1 damage.
Yeah.
But even with Invo 4 and -1 to hit, it just wasn't enough.
So just as I mentioned, these Scarabs needed to stay and just enjoy the superiority of shooting that you have against the Grey Knights. The moment you put them forward,
I was really adamant on the turn 1 stranglehold, and I shouldn't have. The fact that I am red does not mean I'm corn, and you stop doing that.
Well, see, that's the thing.
maybe you should paint them blue.
Yeah, if you paint them blue, maybe you'll be more reserved, because right now they're berserkers.
Yeah.
Psychic
Just
berserker.
rush in and
I'm
die.
not going to now paint my entire borderline. Like, at least my walls are painted, unlike someone here.
Ooh, some reference here.
Yeah, well,
You don't even bother to fully build all of them. Forget about the
the
wizardry.
new ones are built. The new ones are built. That's what I'm gonna say. Essentially, but yeah, the scarabs.
These
I think you even tuned up the list a little bit because we know out there are last year lists. Yeah, you did bring 30.
Yeah, I think
sets,
it's 30.
but you did bring only 3, and I say only 3 Dread Knights.
And only like one Grandmaster.
Well,
Dread Knight.
to be fair, there's not a lot of points left for more Dread Knights here.
Well, yeah, but if I wanted to make like the cookie cutter comparative list, you could have just swapped out everything that was fun and not 100%
Yeah,
efficient.
then again, the
They
things
still
that are
work.
fun and different here
They still work well.
are also things that happen to be very good in a Thousand Suns.
Well, yeah, but it's good against. Well, first of all, it's good against
They're-
other rolls
yeah.
because when I'm trying to
It's
cast
things
my
that are
main
fun.
enemies myself.
That are fun and are different, but would not work against Drukari or against Edmac or against Sisters.
Well, yeah,
Against Thousand Suns, they actually
Yeah,
just
exactly.
the exact point of what you need.
Yeah, that's like where war makers are. I see why they're not being used because against Thousand Suns, Kyranids, Custodians, everyone that can deny a 4+ or Sisters with a 5+ deny Sacred Right, that's very powerful. But against some of the most powerful armies out there, like Drukari and Admec, they do nothing. Like stopping you from receiving aura rerolls, like maybe stopping some incubi from getting the Drazor buff it's nice, but you could just fight them and then they just die instead. And it's also
You
great.
stop the Incubi from getting the Drugger buff, and you're still dead.
Yes, and I'm still dead. And swapping out the powers, the stratagem is really weak. I mean, I guess there are situations where you really like need this power right now, this
Yeah.
character. But for one CP, just one character, not even like if you could maybe somehow switch powers for the Sanctic Discipline, the ones that are built into the Grey Knights, and you could have like interceptors with Hammerhand. That would be like interesting. It is super strong, but interesting. But as far as it is right now, the stratagem is not very interesting. And Loremaster, when it's great, it's awesome, undeniable. When it's not relevant, it's
Yeah,
really relevant.
it's relevant.
Yeah.
So,
So
listen, these Grey Knights,
They're vicious.
I think Art of War mentioned that at the moment, at the current state, Thousand Suns have 20% win rate against Grey Knights. And even today, when you brought slightly tuned up lists, it looks grim. Although I know there are big mistakes with the scarabs there,
First of all, it's way too aggressive, and still,
I'm still not sure.
the raw power of these things, like,
because like
the rubies do not beat.
they did not beat, but the rubrics were not also doing like the one turn your army did what it was supposed to do. You wiped out 20 interceptors at Red Knight. And
Yeah, but part of the reason why they did it that much is because you threw everything forward,
Yeah, sure.
knowing that it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I was not there magically, of course.
You didn't need to be defensive anymore. You could afford to lose all of them because they already did their job.
Definitely. But it just goes to show that if you manage to engineer these situations, not necessarily having like 20 interceptors out in the open, but if you can engineer situations where they can hang back and shoot and not be
Probably
charged.
just hang more back. Turn 1, just try to cut a bit.
Yeah. Because without
And then
melee,
turn 2, make it advance forward.
definitely. Because without melee, even if they somehow manage to get the Volus buff on them, the +1 damage, and they shoot all with Red Knights, all you have to do is pop the -1 damage, and suddenly even not with shooting will kill, assuming a buffed Scarab squad, 4 of them, 5 if I'm lucky.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, but you can of course recover from that. You can recover 1, even 2 if you're out of time, and of course you can shoot back and stay with the relevant models, Soul Reapers and Hellfire.
Call of Duty actually didn't matter much this game. To be
Yeah,
honest.
it did
Yeah,
pretty much nothing.
it
I
mattered.
really deployed letting me play a bit.
Yeah. It mattered passively because the way I deployed initially
yeah.
was a bit more,
Influence your
it was
deployment.
more reserved because I was very careful not to leave like places where a line of rubrics could appear and just flame anything.
Yeah.
But it didn't, like the threat of it was nice, but I don't think it really,
Didn't do that much either.
no.
That's why I see many lists from Thousand Suns,
Yeah,
especially
a lot of
in
people
the
don't use it for time. Time is also very
slightly small detachment just to pop that spell all over again. 5 turns because we will always have like 1 or 2 rubrics
Yeah,
missing somewhere, so it's always active.
but you can also only resurrect the Call of Time ones. So if it's a small detachment, you can only resurrect them.
Well,
And part of the problem is Thousand Suns are extremely hungry on command points, and putting an attachment for the command points, it's a cost. You don't have enough command points for everything you need.
although you could like put the scarabs in time and then
The Scarab, Arman, and one more guy, and Squad of Rubrics.
I actually hope for someone who can DMC them. Although could you DMC someone not from the same cult?
The
That-
Crystal does not
yeah,
care
that
about
would
the
really
conflict.
Yeah, so you could do it like on Infernal Master from Duplicity and teleport a time group,
Yeah,
time
that
scarabs.
can be done.
And
And
I think it should be done.
to make another minimal time detachment, I'll probably want a few cultists, which I don't have right now. I'm working on it.
Shame.
I'm working on it.
Shame.
I will build some proper spire guard, not just random
Not just random copies.
proper
Oh
spire
no,
guard.
they're using the legal models, how dare you?
Proper spire guard, because this is Postal, and we are 30k.
We are 30k now.
We are 30k now.
No, not again.
It,
I
Go
will-
on, go
I
on.
will bring this iPhone one day, and it will not be completely.
our
When
channel,
you will not match me against a top tier codex
No.
again.
but
Our
the channel will not be complete without a game of 3 siphons going in
Okay.
3, I don't know, Razorbacks? I guess, to make it fair.
I only have 2 of them, so that's a problem.
You will get 3.
Well, it would be interesting to match it against like Orc's flyer list,
Oh god.
but we will let him start.
Yeah, you can go ahead and try and make your reply list. I'm right behind you. Shooting you on.
I got you covered
From
from
a safe
This
distance.
iPhone will actually take down fires because they have bonuses and fires.
You see, exactly like that. He's practical. Siphons is key.
They are what? Damage?
Siphons.
2, 3?
Yeah, they have 4 last cannons and it's not sure.
Ramshack was low.
Yeah.
It's not.
Let's be honest, Zyphon will not.
No.
Yeah.
Are they tough and silent?
A Zyphon would be. Yeah, they are tough.
Oh, that's actually relevant because all the shooting is strength 5 and 6 for these
Yeah,
super dash shots. So,
Yeah.
you know, the more I think about it,
Zyphon will beat the Orc Fire, no doubt. Probably it costs like 2. And a command point.
and a command point. Oh,
So that's not a very fair trade.
maybe in the future it will ever do some
One day,
narrative game.
one day we'll play on a massive apocalypse table, and then they will be relevant.
Louis.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a good game, guys. I think it sums it up. Grey Knights hold victory against Thousand Suns
Yeah.
once again.
And play to your strengths, because if you do not, you get massacred. So,
Don't mistake the color red
Yeah,
for combat.
so thank you guys for watching, and yeah, see you next time on the next battle report.
And remember, stay solid.
Stay solid.